The cup I just drank from, this, look, it's probably not a great sign. The cup I just drank from kind of tastes like mold. Anyways, welcome guys, it's me. If anything, that means you should get hyped up. We're gonna have quite an event lined up for us. If that was the case, I'm gonna start seeing things I didn't even know were corporeal, all right? But hello, welcome in everybody. It has been a schminute since last I've been live. It's been 4 days. I've got a lot of life things to catch up on, but don't worry, the Binding of Isaac is our perfect sensory toy, the fruits dancing for babies that we can kind of put in front of you guys and jingle the keys while I talk. Pretty much all this is like the world's worst podcast, but I don't do the podcast classic, which I should. What's the podcast classic? Saying something that's insanely obvious to everybody else, but presenting it as though you've never heard it before. For example, being like, did you know that platypus lay eggs? And then the other person on your couch goes, no way, dude, they're a mammal. And then you go, oh, that's the thing. You'd think that they wouldn't lay eggs because they're men, but actually, and it's like, yeah, man, everybody, we watched Phineas and Ferb as children. We know this. He's a semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal of action, dude. Of course I know that one. All right. I had the most devastating loss in my Isaac career, and I need you to know the pain. All right, well, let's start up ours then. No, I mean, what happened with yours? What happened? 10 Q4 items into... We'll finally finish out Bethany's. I just don't like playing Bethany because I suck ass at the game. And Bethany requires some slight modicum of skill to be played due to the fact that you do not get any other stuff. I've lost 2 tainted loss runs that made it to Delirium. Yeah, in the words of my goat, Prince Zuko, I think that's one of those moments where he'd say, that's rough, buddy. I'm not 100% sure, but does sound a lot like what he'd say. So how was I over the weekend? I said I was going to get into, but no, well, okay, I guess hold on. Let me acknowledge your pain for more than half a second so I don't just gloss over it. I don't know if I don't think we're done Tainted Lost. I think Delirium's one of the only ones I have left, and I have zero hope or joy in my heart to do it. Right now, you take my inside out x-ray, what's it looking like? You don't want to know. Unholy things that we can't mention. I believe I still do have the Delirium grind left, and I am not looking forward to it either. But yeah, so for me, over weekend, what was I up to? Why wasn't I streaming Metaphor, huh? What the hell? Did this motherfucker get on Isaac and pick Bethany? It's because we don't have any... Look at my completion marks, dude. Look at my completion marks. I'm in Kaled, dog. Look, it was between that and Jacob and Asal. They're the only 2 untainted characters who we don't have done yet, okay? And strike me dead, I'm not playing Jacob and Asal. You would have to, if you see Salt and Slices willingly pick Jacob and Asal, put me down. Something happened. All right, that's not me that you're seeing. That's the ghosts of the visions of who I once was. But so over the weekend, I went to my cousin's wedding. How was it? It turns out that when you have a negative outlook for no reason, it really is very simple to actually enjoy yourself, because I was like, oh man, this is gonna be such a waste of time. I'm not looking forward to this my whole weekend. Then I went there and I was like, wow, this is a great time. Wow, I'm having a ton of fun here. Thank you. So as it turns out, I was complaining for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But that's just kind of the way the internet is. So honestly, it is my privilege, my honor to be able to complain on here. That's why we have TikTok, so anyone can complain. And imagine how crazy it would be if they got rid of that. Imagine how crazy it would be, huh? Boy, that would be wild. Good thing no one would ever do that. Be an insane thing to do. But anyway, no, so that one was a very good time. I had a great time there. I mean, it was also really nice. There was an open bar. Let's just say that your boy made sure to get my money's worth, which was I paid $0. The venue obviously paid for, I don't know by who. You think I think it's typically the groom's family, but fuck if I actually know. Well, I think they pay for what, the night before, and then normally it's just like up to the... There's so many traditions around it that I hate. That's the one thing that I still hated. Granted, I did look fresh as fuck in my suit, but don't make me wear a suit, man. If you don't think that I can show up with my Legend of Zelda shirt, my khaki pants, the Crocs with ribbits in them, I don't know if I should be showing up to your wedding. You don't like me at my best, so how could you like me otherwise? But you know, it was a great time. So then why didn't you stream Sunday if you were gonna do that? It's a great question. The answer is I didn't realize that we were gonna be doing we weren't gonna be celebrating my grandfather's 87th, I believe, birthday on Sunday. So I didn't know that I knew his birthday was coming up. I just thought we were doing it next weekend, not this weekend. So my weekend ended up getting fully flooded with me being out for most of the day, because as it turns out, old people take a little bit of forever to do everything. Like even just leaving the restaurant is a whole triathlon experience to get them into the car, which, you know, hey, I was happy we went out. No, honestly, shocked me where he wanted to go for his birthday dinner, because surprise guy, I'll use my one Italian card. Okay, I get to use it now. I'm Italian. There we go. He said it. It's from my dad's side, and it was my grandfather on my dad's side that we were celebrating the birthday for. So I was expecting some kind of Italian place, because Italians love to do two things: one, bring up how they are Italian, and two, go eat Italian food. Imagine my shock and awe when he was like, we're going to a sushi place, and it was a nice sushi place. So honestly, I had a great time. Wonderful dinner, fantastic time. Took most of my energy for the day, but that's fine. Of course, you're Italian. You say it like a slur, and I don't like when you say it. I'm Italian. I can say it. So I just always wanted to have that line in my back pocket, man. Oh my God, I've missed so much. Dear Lord, there's so much going on. Oh, well, I needed to vent. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm sorry. I looked over and there was so much. You got telefragged by delirium. I saw that. And honestly, welcome to the club. I understand your pain. I'm an empath in many ways. It's happened to me before as well. Every time, if you ever listen to my commentary whenever I'm fighting delirium, it is nothing but complaining about that motherfucker telefragging. That's like every white person's culture card. I know, we never get to use them. That's our thing though. We want to, we just don't, because unfortunately we don't really have much culture of which to speak anyways. What's white people culture? I think it's like clapping for the plane landing, clapping at the end of it's a lot of clapping. And honestly, I don't really know what we have aside. I guess sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and that's pretty much it. Like hearing somebody in public and then being like, this is my time to comment on their life affairs. This is all I've been waiting for. I'm white but not Italian. Take a 23 in me. You got a little Italian in you. Don't we all? Angel Island represent. I think that was the port in Jersey that most of them came through. I don't know. I know most of my family still lives in Jersey. We're some of the few that are not in Jersey. And whenever I look up my last name, it's a very uncommon last name and very Italian. But whenever I look it up, it's everybody. There's like 200 some people in the United States who have my last name total, which is not many, because I understand you might live in Europe and think to yourself, well, if I was to extrapolate based off of the UK's population, 200%. We're not extrapolating based off of that, buddy. Okay, I don't know how many people have my last name in Italy though. I guess I could have checked that. I never really bothered to, because it's always those sites that go, hey, pay us $5 and we'll sell you the information. No, I give away my information for free to apps like TikTok. You expect me to pay for this? Come on now. No, but I looked it up before, and all of them still live in New Jersey except for our side of the family. Ours are the only ones who are elsewhere on the map. And one person who lives in California, I hope they're doing good right now. Bless up to them. So they've got a little bit of a tough go of it. That's why white women make that shit clap, I guess. I'll give you that one. That's a pretty good one. I'll give you that one. Why aren't you laughing out loud? All right, fine. All right, there we go. It's almost meaner to do that than to not laugh. It's almost more cruel. Beating delirium with tainted loss feels impossible. I don't know how I did it with normal loss. Normal loss, at least you'll always have. I mean, honestly, I'll give you a hot take. It could be in some circumstances easier. You could have not laughed. That's fair. But honestly, I just kind of stun locked myself and I felt the need to. But in some worlds, it could be easier to beat with tainted, only because holy card blank card 4.5 volt is an unkillable combo that I've only lost with 4 times. Now, I recognize the irony in that. You have to understand it's because I'm streaming. Also, there's so many other excuses that I can go through. What are we going to be doing this time? Well, we got to kill Mega Satan, and we've got to go Dark Room, and we've got to kill Delirium. That's a pretty tall order for a Bethany who's got Peeper and Host Hat. I would say, if this was in Spider-Man terms, I would say far from perfect rather than far from home. But look, the one thing that we lack in damage, items, utility, tier stat, even range, fucking anything else, we make up for with perseverance and a little bit of chutzpah, you know? We're never killing this room. This is the rest of my life. Welcome to COD Zombies round 4000. It's gonna be 3 hours that we're here. I'll never get hit. They'll never die. Rinse and repeat. You should engage for a kill. It's not gonna happen. Know your limit, stay within it, buddy. All right, there's a reason that I didn't drunk drive home from the wedding. It's because someone else drove me, actually. That's the main reason. What do you mean by they be making it clap? What are you talking about? I've beat it. It was easy AF. You probably had an insanely broken man with Hemolacria, Brimstone, Monstro's Lung, Tech X. No, you have to understand, I didn't even think it was that hard. 4.5 volt, blank card, holy card. Basically, when a mommy and a daddy, we can't explain sex in my chat, they'll never get it. You can't set them up for that kind of disappointment. What kind of cake are they clapping? There might be minors here, probably. I don't know. And also, if you're a minor, remember, you should never say it online, because then I have probable deniability that I don't know anybody in my chat. Well, also, especially if you're under 13, because that's Twitch's terms of service. I always think Twitch's terms of service is 18. It's not. Really, the main reason I think it's 18 is because of the other kind of content you can see on this website. Let's just say not everybody's binding they Isaac, they binding other things. But you know, ultimately, I had a really good weekend, but damn, was it a busy one. That's my only issue, is when I have a very busy weekend, I feel like I had no time to live. This is literally Dr. Disrespect posting. You mean my king? You mean my king who didn't know he did anything wrong, guys? How was he supposed to know? How was he supposed to check? I mean, you can always do the solution that I always find very funny. What's the solution I find very funny? Put like 18 plus in your title, as though drawing an invisible line in the stand is about to stop people. Marvel Rivals time? Dear Lord, don't get me tempted, man. I've been playing so much Rivals off stream. If I tried to play it on stream, my model plus running the game would kill me. And the main reason is I don't think the game's that well optimized, but that's okay. Please. Dude, I don't want to deal with you, man. I don't think he's not getting the memo. All right. It's either we ignore creep or we can respawn as the Lost. Just let me ignore creep, honestly. I'm done shooting. We have unlimited bombs. Stop playing like you need to. Come on, man. Honestly, Peeper might be better than this. It's terribly optimized, but it's so fun. It's so fucked up. Don't even talk about age on Twitch. It gets kind of weird when streamers put the idea of saying weird shit of a minor out there. That's kind of like my whole thing with it, right? Is that's why I always think this website is 18 plus, because you see the kind of shit that happens on it, man. Dude, the other thing that I've been seeing, and it might be the most who cares drama of all time. There's 2 huge who cares pieces of drama. And hold on, let me actually make sure that my YouTube went live, because I tabbed over ceremoniously quick by my standards. We went live, baby. Okay, cool. The 2 who cares pieces of drama. Piece number 1, people are like, I knew it. Dream is a horrible person. He wasn't actually friends with the people he called his friends. I was like, you mean the content house that made nothing but Minecraft stuff and none of them ever seemed to actually be friends? Like, what the hell? Drama for unemployed people is Asmongold versus Hassan. Dude, I didn't even know that one was going on still. It's like a never-ending gang war. And both sides are so mentally far gone and cooked, but believe the other one is the one that's mentally far gone and cooked. It's so messed up. But yeah, no, the one I keep seeing is people going, Dream never actually cared about his friends. And I'm like, and then people go, wow, I can't believe he's getting canceled again. And I'm like, the other times was for something with a minor, man. That's way more of a big deal than he didn't actually like the people he made Minecraft videos with. In fact, the secondary one, who cares at all? Also, what caused another explosion? Does the Bob's Rotten headshot sometimes explode? Yeah, that'll get me killed, I think. All right, we'll hold on to it. I mean, how could it? Okay, it totally does sometimes explode. That's fine. Lock that knowledge in the back of your mind. And then the other one I've been seeing, it's coworkers. That's pretty much exactly how I always thought of it. And people are like, I can't believe it. Hey, dumbass, you have host hat? Yeah, but what if he's taking a day off? Sorry, I give my employees paid leave or whatever. Sorry, I'm the only good employer out here. Paying 5 cents for a soul heart that only gives us 2 charge? Probably not a great idea. Finally, I'm back. Holy shit, he returns. And on the 3rd day or whatever, I haven't read the Bible. I'm not up to date on it. I don't know which day he came back. But the other drama that I've been seeing that I've been losing my mind about is, I don't know if anybody else has seen it. It is taken over my TikTok For You page because I think they know that I enjoy watching streamers from time to time. It is the WoW classic drama of pirate software running away in like a hardcore run, but then doubling down that he was right to run away, and people are like, see, this is why I can't stand him. And then other people are like, I knew he was in the right the whole time. You guys want to know my honest to God take on it? These are grown men playing World of Warcraft Classic, a game that hasn't been updated since most of Twitch was born. I really don't think that any take you could have matters. And if you find yourself honestly going into any comment section about to defend either of the sides involved when you are watching grown men play World of Warcraft, I'm sorry, the only person who's in the wrong is you. He should have apologized. The other people should have apologized. Hey man, they're all like grown adults playing a video game where they're role playing as wizards. I think that they can honestly come to their own conclusions about what happened. I think that everybody's is gonna be fine in this situation. I don't really think it's a big one. Is against software piracy kind of ironic? Yeah, it is a smidge ironic. Look, I mean, I really don't know too much about the guy, but when I just keep seeing people doing the drama back and forth, growing man caring about this drama, that's what I'm saying. That's essentially my take, is people are like, see, this is why I hate him. Look at the ego. And other people are like, no, you're misunderstanding. He was in the right. And I'm like, guys, they're playing a game where they cast level 10 fucking Blizzard. What are we talking about? If you want to talk about who's in the wrong, shouldn't it be all of them for supporting a Blizzard IP? Wasn't that like what the whole internet agreed on, is we'd never support Blizzard again? And then they released a new WoW expansion and people went, actually, wait, you can't support Blizzard unless it's the new WoW expansion where I can fuck a dragon, because I really want to play that one. Because that one's different, and obviously they've changed everything since they're all like 42-year-old dads playing WoW. That's what I'm saying. They're the target demographic. The Twitch Zoomers who are fighting over who was in the right and who is in the wrong are so wrong. Is there a chance for Bazaar? On God, I'm so addicted to this patch. I would say likely not today. Hey, so why'd you blow that guy up when all he ever drops is spiders? I'm really happy you asked that question. Let's go play a blood machine. I really did not have an answer to that question. I should not have done that. I should have just played him. A demonic item could really hit the spot right around now. Are we going to be taking Tammy's head? I don't know yet. We'll refill hearts for now. Chill. Take it easy. Slow ride. Take it easy, if you will. You want to know where I learned that song? I'm happy you asked. Playing Guitar Hero. Pretty much if I know any song from before I was born, it was because of Guitar Hero 3 for the Nintendo Wii. And by God, was I crazy on it. When I say crazy, you need to understand I played on the easiest difficulty, because anything past that was too much for my little 7-year-old mind to comprehend. I was like, the shapes are moving. It was probably the earliest I could have ever felt a panic attack, man. The shapes were moving way too quickly. I don't know what the hell is going on. Bro was a professional. What can I say? I was locked in. On easy difficulty. Playing Devil Went Down to Georgia, hitting 3 notes per minute. Oh, hell yeah. I might be able to go pro on Guitar Hero. Dude, this is precisely what I've been waiting for. Just one opportunity like this. Just wait, when they host a local tournament for easy mode, I'm gonna go crazy. They add in even the 4th button, it's too much. You're dodging explosive shots when you have host hat. Good habits die hard or whatever. Man take too much Viagra, he also die hard, but that's for a very different reason. It's also, because if I start saying there's shots that I don't have to dodge, it's not gonna end well for me, because I will exclusively excuse you. Did you notice how I didn't dodge that shot and then I got blown the fuck up? What was that? By the way, like, what was that one all about, guys? I just think that was a little fucked up. How I got exploded. It's because the mushroom exploded. So what, just because I'm immune to explosions, you think deadly gases should hurt me? I don't know. I think that's kind of fucked up, personally. I think that if I were in this situation, I'd just build an immunity to both. Do these flies not deal contact damage, or did I just get insanely lucky? Don't answer that. It was skillful. Speed down. Well, we can take a second speed down. I mean, you know I'm going to have to take all of them. Verp. Another range up. I mean, not what I'm looking for. Tears down. Yep, the run is exclusively far worse than it was before. Awesome. Retrovision. Don't know what this one is. X-Lax. Great. Another speed downgrade and another retrovision. Not what I'm really hoping to see when I pop a bunch of pills that I find on the ground. What I'm really hoping for is that I get like some kind of sixth sense, some new vision that I never knew I could have before. We don't have any reason to rush. So much like my favorite Guitar Hero 3 song, we'll have a slow ride where we'll take it easy. What does this one do? Just creates like coin money things. Okay. Speaking of vision. Yeah. Go on. You have a new a new optometrist you were excited to share with the chat? Guess who's got 20/25 vision now? All of us. That's the whole joke. I understand. I will say, being a father in 2020 was probably the strongest you ever felt from like a power scaling perspective, because you could be like, man, I feel like I can see everything today. Must be that 20/20 vision. That honestly was probably the #1 feeling of power for most dads out there. It was Thanos getting the final Infinity Stone, man. Marvel references are cringe. Not anymore. Marvel Rivals brought it all back, and now we can all act like we've always loved the MCU even after Infinity War. Just kidding. We don't have to go that far. Or sorry, Endgame. We don't have to go that far, though. We don't have to lie to ourselves and act like... I mean, it's just... It has been... I was going to say a steady downhill slope. That's not even fair. It has been a rapid falling off of a cliff. Calling it steady is not... I mean, what are we going out to see Madam Web? No, we aren't. Oh, that one's technically not MCU, I think. Was that one Sony that did it? Because it was a Spider-Man based IP? I think. I really have no clue about anything else related to the movie, aside from Web is in the name, so I always assumed it was. The people saying Reed Richards can't handle Sue are insane. Reed Richards might be the only person who can handle Sue. I'm not gonna lie. As a man, you need to know when you're outmatched. And I looked at the model they did for Sue Storm, and I was like, here's the thing. That's all you, man. Even if you gave me a knight, don't waste it on me, man. Give it to somebody else. There's no shot. I need... equipment not yet. You know, they modeled her on a real person. That can't be real. Those proportions are something else. That's something that only an old man in the 1970s can come up with. Who streams? Yo, if you drop her at, just know that like I would be disappointed in you, because we shouldn't be doing that in here. Just make sure you drop it so I can know if people are spreading misinformation if they say that it's based off somebody else. That's kind of my whole idea with that one. Obviously, it's not because I would like to see it. That's deplorable of you to even insinuate. However, anyway, mainly for the bit. No angel deal again. Damn, hold on. Let me, in true Salted Slices fashion, I forget how hot it gets in my room whenever I stream, so I have to strip again. I know. Wow, without even needing the OnlyFans. Just wait. We'll be starting that up later. I've also caffeinated for the first time in ages today. I don't know if I'm fully over my sickness, by the way. I don't know what I have, but I think it might be like terminal. Because it's just going... It has not gone away yet. And I still feel it very heavily, like in the back of my throat. And I wish there was somebody else I could feel in the back of my throat. Flirts cutely. Can't figure out if she's like Sue Storm because I'm a married man. Okay. Pretty wild that Madam Web outperformed Morbius. It's called having hope in your heart. Nobody had any hope for Morbius. I honestly think if anybody other than Jared Leto was playing Morbius, the movie would have done better. But come on, let's go see that superhero movie where they cast the guy who played the worst Joker to play the lead. It's an absurd pitch, and somehow they went away with it. It's also really funny that they actually thought, from all the people shit posting online, hey, we should bring this back. That's really funny, man. That's honestly the internet being used for what it was designed for, right? What's an example of it not being used for what it was designed for? Great example is X, the everything app. Just whatever happens on there. Just that one. And you might be saying, I thought that when they first renamed it, you said you were going to call it Twitter till the end of its days. So I was going to, but then I kind of realized something, right? I should call it X, the everything app, but not because I'm like, it's respectful to do so, because it really does signify the change in quality that happened on the app, which is absurd to say out loud, because if you told me Twitter was going to get worse from some changes, I'd say it's not possible. We're already at the bottom. I didn't realize how wrong I was. It's like separating it into eras. Now we're on the X, the everything app, where you hop on there, on your timeline, you're gonna get 14 posts of like almost Nazi propaganda. Sorry, I'm on the internet. What do we say? N*ZI? I don't really know the TikTok lingo for that one, but or beheading videos, and that's pretty much all you're gonna get across your entire feed. That's the X, the everything app effect. When it was Twitter, you got people saying things like, does anybody else think that Drake was really winning the beef against Kendrick? Obviously, I think it was called X when that beef was going on. I don't remember, but like I'm saying, it was far more tame before. Now it's completely changed. So about the Harley Quinn fart fetish comic, go on. The floor is yours. Well, I'm backing away from the dance floor. This is all yours. Bring it home. Get that slam dunk or home run, whichever one you prefer. Sorry, not a big sports guy. Actually, I think one of my least favorite phenotypes of person, I used to be this person, by the way, which is why I'm allowed to make fun of the phenotype of person, is the person who condescendingly constantly makes fun of sports. Now, here's the thing. I am not a huge sports fan. I don't really watch them. If you watch sports, that's all good because it's literally just entertainment. Why would I be upset about it? But I used to be like the, yeah, haha, sports ball kind of guy. And every time I look back on it, I'm like, dude, like, who cares? They're enjoying their game. As long as you're not an Eagles fan. That's where I have to draw. You got to draw a line in the sand somewhere, and it's going to be being an Eagles fan. And the only reason I say that is because when you're getting to the, if you're the type of, okay, I guess I could rephrase it in a way that makes more sense, but it's far funnier to say unless you're an Eagles fan. If you're the kind of person who gets so viscerally upset over watching sports that you're going to destroy real world property over the outcome of a game of a sport because a man didn't catch a ball good enough or touch balls good enough, you probably should go reevaluate your entire life. If a man touching balls is the only thing that can bring you any form of joy and stop you from damaging property around you. I understand. We've all been there before. Look, we all get pent up from time to time, but like probably reevaluate, look inward. Get a psychiatrist if you must. I heard BetterHelp's great this time of year. So another BetterHelp reference. How does he do it? Look, it's because we can all agree they're therapists. So it's an easy punching bag. By the way, this run is not beating Delirium in its wildest dreams. Look at those stupid sports watchers while you turn around and turn on an Asmongold stream. Yeah, but it's because he's not afraid to tell it like it is. How sports have gone woke now and DEI has ruined sports. Are they onto that one yet? Or have I predicted the grift before they got there? Because if I predicted it early, that's on me. Just give me 2 years and they'll come back to saying DEI ruined sports. And then once we get there, you can pencil me in with the club. Until we get there, though, we'll just have to wait. But I know it'll happen, all right? I'm ready for it. Now, this is probably our first amazing item. We've had some decent items. It's just the run overall is whatever. This, I think, really ups it for us. I see the way forward now. It's pretty much just pray we get lucky with Bird's Eye. But still, it's a way forward. Do you think Asmongold actually believes what he says? In truth, I don't. In truth, I think he chases whatever gets more clicks and more money, but I think that for all political streamers on both sides of the spectrum, because at the end of the day, you are streaming politics. You're not actually in it for the good of If you were in it for the good of stuff, you'd try like actually running and rallying people, because if you had actual genuine ideas on how something should change or go forward, you would be running for an office, not talking online about how people running for office can do better. That's my take on it. No, I'm sure there's some exceptions to that. For example, like, let's say you aren't born in the United States. I think, well, I don't know if you're allowed to be a senator if you're, I think you're allowed to be a senator if you're not a US born citizen. I think it's just you can't be president, but I'm not saying everybody needs to be president. Don't get me wrong, I'm not left or right wing. I'm on the fence with you. Well, I'm more on, I feel like in my real life, I'm more politically opinionated, but like I've said before, there's absolutely no reason to be politically opinionated online because I'm just a guy. My takes have no more value or merit than yours do, so why would I even bother sharing them? And all it can potentially do, politics are Pandora's box, man. You open them, somebody leaves being like, I don't like this guy as much. And it's like, well, there's no reason for that because it doesn't really change what I say when I play The Binding of Isaac. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna walk into enemies 7 times in a row. Host Hat's gonna fire for the first time this entire run. I kind of forgot he was allowed to do that. Happy to see him there. By the way, when I said I'm more politically opinionated in my real life, I don't mean I walk outside and scream at people. That's more like my older brother's tech. He's very, oh man, I cannot stand how much he loves to talk about politics, because after about 2 minutes of talking about politics, I'm good for the rest of that. That's my like 6 years done. I'll have my opinions, you can have yours. We don't really need to tell them to each other. It's not changing much. You're not gonna say, actually this bad, and then I'm gonna have my whole, oh my god, wait. Nah, man, people don't go into political discussions to change their mind. They go to scream louder. Bro walks outside and screams he loves, insert some sort of president here. Yeah, which president do I love? I'll say I love Jimmy Carter, but only because, like, bless up to him. Probably. Was he a good, I really don't know if he was a good president. I heard some people say he was the last good person who was a president, and I'm like, that's awesome. What did he do as a president? I love George Washington. Be careful now. I went to a George Washington, I think I went to George Washington's house one time. And I heard that he was not such a good person, so you might want to look out on that one. Founding fathers, as it turns out, guys, they don't hold up now. I'm starting to think times might have been different back then, but I mean, you know, correct me if I'm wrong on this one. My activism is a disappointed head shake at bumper stickers on my commute. You're not fucking with coexist. Well, you see coexist and you're like, son of a bitch, they got me again. That's the one that I always see around me, is the coexist one, and I'm like, what is this changing? Like, I appreciate the idea that you're trying to put forward with the coexist sticker, but I don't think there's someone out there who's like a vehemently horrible person, and then they'll see the coexist bumper sticker on the back of your Honda Accord and go, wait a minute, maybe I should be nice to people. It's just not gonna happen. Hello, Mousington. Well, you know, hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing good, probably. You came in at a great point. Well, I feel like that happens for all of my streams. Either that or people just type after I say something. It's one of the two. Do people, little bro, I'm sorry, the crane game isn't going good. It's about to pay out. You can tell it's so close. If I can get one more loan to gamble it all on black on the roulette wheel, you fucking wait, all right? When I'm making 2x my money, you'll be sorry. Plus, what else? We're acting like shop items are good. Name one good shop item. All right, and now your window of naming them has closed, and therefore we can see there's no shop items in my chat. All right, well. Stopwatch. See, this is why I closed the window as quickly as I could. Unfortunately, while we can see what you're saying, we're gonna have to reject the claims being put forward just due to the fact that it did not get in time. So, oh hey, free stomp on that. We'll take it. I mean, that's not exactly great. If that didn't connect, I would have been very sad. We are not getting anything here. It's fine. What are we doing? Negative. Okay. We don't need to do boss rush, luckily, because we do not have time for it, and we will hop down. Well, now we don't have time. We didn't make it in time. Hey, that's what horses eat, I believe. Are you real? Like, am I AI generated? Dude, I hope I am. If not, that's honestly a surprise to me more than anybody else. If I ever did an AI generated salted slices, aside from saying the word come, what do you think he would do? Hi, hello, welcome in. Dude, people keep joining when I say come. It's going up. But no, hi, welcome. The whole ignore all prompts and hit R. I'm a so-called free thinkers when they get told to ignore all prompts. Quick, come more. It's on cooldown, man. You don't understand. These things take ages to come back out, okay? Come in my stream. Guys, you can't keep putting it in chat. Twitch is gonna think this is a very different stream. They're gonna think we're doing things that are not for their terms of service. You have to stop. At least spell it with an E at the end, man. Okay, and I see where you're gonna go with this. You're gonna put C-U-M-E. But you know what I mean. You understood it, Cummy. Okay, see, that doesn't help. In fact, if anything, now they're gonna think it's like, what's the acronym for people who like to wear diapers? I know, well, obviously freak, but the people who like to dress up, and I'll get there eventually. Look, it's on AO3, okay? Not that I'd know, I'd never go on that site. I'm popping the sun. This was a horrible room. We have no damage, no speed, no... Okay, no, we have decent damage. Let me not doom post about everything. We have no speed, no tiers. Really good range, though. So this is the artillery build, I guess. But it's not great for us. It's... In fact, dare I say, it's really bad. Alright, whatever. We're fine. We already made it there. I wonder how many will come if you say climax. That's more up to them than it is me. I'm not here. What are you asking me to do, a countdown? If you're asking me to do a countdown, you're gonna have to pay way more than that, buddy. Yo, finally, for the first time in the run, we get value out of me holding on to the callus this entire fucking time for no reason. All right. Big damage on that one. Love to see it. Overall, we can get synth oil here and the whole run changes. Check this shit out. $5 for a 5-year countdown, please. What do you think I am, original Mr. Beast when he counted to 1 million? Back when we liked him. All right, cool. I brought it all back. It was before the Beast games. Dude, okay. I just learned this about the Beast games. First of all, they exist. Wild enough. But second of all, did you see that a lot of the people, by the way, I'm moving myself up a little bit more. I'd like to take up more of the real estate so you can't see the gameplay as much. I'm the one who's in charge here. Me. I'm important. But, did you see the Beast games? A lot of the people they brought on were like professional sports players and stuff like that. Where's the fun in it then? It's like a game show where they're competing for money. But you've already brought people. It's supposed to be... I think Mr. Beast missed the memo. He was supposed to do real life Squid Games and have live executions of the contestants. And somehow he ended up with like already millionaires who he was paying to be on his show to make money. That's fucked up. I don't care if they win or lose, man. They've already got their contract locked in. Why would I want all of my sense of longing of, ooh, who's gonna win? I don't care. They've already got more money than me. Therefore, it's just, come on. By the way, I'm dead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I decided not to dodge anything just because I was kind of tired of that run. Let's just move down a little bit. Come on, please. Just a little bit. I feel like I'm showing too much of my tummy. I'm like almost showing shaft. Okay, good. And that's because my shaft is huge also. Squid Games is real, excluding homeless or insane low-income households. Do you think people would apply to join? Yeah, I think so. I don't know if it would be enough that you could do it every day. Granted, I didn't watch Squid Games, so I don't know how many times I actually did it. He could afford to run them in some island with loose waiver laws. What could have been? He could have run that shit in international waters. Dude, now that's a game show idea. Put them on a cruise ship and bring them to international waters. Who's gonna prosecute you if anything goes bad? Oh, what about the pirates? What about the pirates? That's part of the fun. For tonight's challenge, you must fend off the pirates who are trying to raid on board and take your $1 million prize. Can we play Team Aggie? I want to get all of my non-tainted unlocks done, and then we can just play with our taint. Playing with taint on stream is something that I've long since tried to do, but you got to understand that, like, I need to be there first. The Beast games are basically all sociology games. This motherfucker made Among Us, is what you're saying? I know what social deduction games are. I understand. He saw the success of Among Us and said, do that shit again. Did you see Squid Game season 2? So like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I actually haven't even seen season 1. But knowing that there's a season 2 makes me not want to watch season 1. And I know that that sounds psychotic, but let me elaborate. I thought the entire point of the series was also that it was like a cautionary tale about how it'd be so sad if our society came to the point where people needed these games to survive, and let this be a warning of what could happen. And then they said we're running that shit back again for season 2. Isn't that against the entire point of what the show was commentating on? Isn't the whole point of it that like there shouldn't have to be a season 2 because now we all realize, oh shit, this shouldn't have happened in the first place? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I've never seen it, so, you know, mountain of salt, I suppose. Mountain of salted slices, if you will. Season 2 idea is very cool. Okay. By the way, we're taking Strange Attractor, not because it's good, but because honestly, at this point, I just want to see where the run goes. Because what if we get Strange Attractor plus Brimstone? Then I'm popping off. It's not going to happen because we're playing Bethany. It's a very true point. But if it does happen, be pretty sick. And you know, I also saw that they were doing collabs with Call of Duty for Squid Game, and like there was some Roblox Squid Game stuff, and I just thought to myself, the whole entire point was how our overconsumption is gonna kill everything, and we shouldn't need games like this, and this kind of game existing is the late stage idea of nobody having enough money to support themselves. It's a horrible situation. Buy our new merch. And again, maybe I'm completely out of line, but it just seems so strange to me that there'd even be one. But yeah, I have seen I've played these games before. I also saw somebody screaming I've played these games before in like a public area. That was pretty awesome. Not as cool as the guy who was yelling Marvel Rivals voice lines in public. That guy was arguably even more awesome, but mainly because he was in a crowded like TJ Maxx and yelled armed and dangerous. I think that's a really cool idea, and you should do that. When you look into Black Mirror and think you look good in it, that's so true. That's so true. That's kind of how I was feeling in the one. I was waiting for this one to go dystopian, but it never did. You remember the VR episode of Black Mirror where it was just two dudes who wanted to fuck each other in VR? What was the cautionary tale in that one? That like if VR gets too good, you're gonna have to let your boys hit? I'm waiting for the downside, man. There's supposed to be some kind of like bleak turning point where you're like, oh my god, that's so fucked up. But like that one was just, yeah, let the boys hit every now and then. Which amen to that one. Now owns part of the Squid Games, like a share. Okay, hold on, he's already evil. He's stock investing. Let me just finish. Dude, he just takes no damage. I guess more aptly, we deal no damage. Look at this. So he's going back as the person who owns the Squid Games for like season 2 for even more money, and the callback is hidden twist at the end of season 1 where the super old guy did something. Okay, well, I do actually want to watch that one. That's the best episode. Question, was it the best episode because you wanted to be him, or because you wanted to be her who was him, or because you wanted to be her as in the wife who got to cheat at the end, who got a one night a week where she was or one time a year where she was just allowed to go hog wild on someone else? Maybe that's the cautionary tale. Watch season 1, you'll fucking love it. Yeah, but like here's the issue, right? My only issue with it is it's not anime. That's not true. Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, I have wanted to watch it. It's just so annoying to get access to Netflix now, and there's no other way to watch shows. Wink, wink. There's no other way that's legal to watch shows. There we go. So that's been my only thing that's been stopping me, is now Netflix is constantly doing the, whoa, you're at the wrong household for this. And it's like, man, you gotta understand, I'm not ever gonna pay for you, Netflix. It's not happening. I pay for too many things already. You're not getting any money. Let me mooch off of my mother's account like I'm supposed to. Some Black Mirror episodes are a bit goofy. Yeah, I mean, all of the last season, I believe, was nothing but goofy. Because there was that other one where there was Miley Cyrus playing the part of a pop star. She was really branching outside of her role for that one. It's nice because fiction lets you imagine fantasy things like Miley Cyrus being a pop star, which is really cool. But then she was like, her soul was in a robot or something, but the robot was like a little Furby. That episode, I don't remember much. I won't lie. That one really went in one and out the other. It did not stick with me. What episode did stick with you? What was the one? Was it like White Bear? I think the one where there was somebody who was, I think they were getting hunted down for a show. I haven't watched Black Mirror in ages, man. It has been so long. How is this the second run in a row where you give me placebo in a secret room? I promise there are other items in the secret room pool. So why did I decide to blow that guy up? I have goals that you wouldn't understand. That's pretty much the whole reason I did that one. The goal on that one was to just kind of waste a bomb and do nothing with it. And I would say I accomplished my goal. So what are you up to now? What are we gonna do on this one? If I had to imagine, we probably want to pick up more hearts on the floor, play the self-sacrifice room, and try to get angel deal stuff so we can actually do the Mega Satan at the end of it. But that's enough Isaac talk. You wanna know one of my favorite things about the internet, and it's like so sick? Dude, the internet's one of the only places where you can just like make up a straw man and then get mad at them. I fucking love that. Like, you can just come up with the most absurd thing. Look at one person who commented something that's insane to say, extrapolate into thinking that's how all people think, and then point to it and say, this is insane. See one comment from somebody who says, like, I personally don't even believe that I should be wiping. I just let it crust. And then you go, we have to share this earth with people who let it crust. Everybody does it now. There's not a single person out there who ever does anything. They have no hygiene. They've never heard of a bidet. They would never use one for as long as they live. And this is who I have to share the earth with. It's a fucked up thing to do. But obviously you have a straw man who does not exist, but it's your God-given right to get upset at this straw man you have created. I like the one where young widow gets her husband's social media post uploaded into a real doll. I don't remember that one. What the fuck? I remember some other like uploaded consciousness into dolls things. There's a lot of uploading consciousnesses. They were really big on that. Can you, whatever, you're not gonna take a whole heart. What do you got for me? Absolutely nothing. That's so kind of you. You really should not have, like, at all. So the one Black Mirror episode I remember those is the dollhouse one. I also remember this one stuck with me too. The one where like they're locked inside of a room together and the one guy has to live over like 1,000 years on repeat or something like that. And he's just alone in a little room. There was snow outside. They were using it to investigate what happened with some crime and they fucked with it. Yeah. But he's literally Strawman and Steel Man maxing every chat message sent. Go, caught, owned. It's, yeah, but like that's beautiful, right? It's beautiful in its own way. Because there's something about just believing into a straw man, just so you can have a more raw reaction. As long as you know in the back of your mind that people aren't actually like this. Which we can debate if that's known or not, but still. All right. Hopefully we get our payouts here. It's getting less and less likely every single time we step on this. Thanks, man. Absolutely not what I wanted to see. You're fucking kidding me. Where is the angel? Okay, sure. Fuck, man. Okay. What we do, I'm gonna have to waste one of our charges for this. It's not for that. That's not the one I wanted at all. I wanted this one just because it would actually give me something potentially. That's free stats at least. All right. How's our run looking? Not the best. Angel drops are a fixed thing. What you mean? It's always at 9 and 11. I would never forget that personally. Gross of you to insinuate that I would. Unfortunately, we can't keep playing the angel. I really thought we had enough hearts on the ground, We were one off, I know, I recognize, but there were no more hearts, man. So hopefully we can get it here. If not, we've got ourselves a little bit of padding, not much, but we do have 1 heart's worth of padding before certain death, so we can get hit by a champion a single time, which is probably how I plan on using it, because otherwise, I mean, come on, it just feels improper. If you got it, you might as well use it. Pad my balls. That's what I say when I order the pad thai. This place has a lot of really good looking menu items. Oh, some of these I've never heard before. Let's try and be a little bit creative. I'll get a low main, or maybe a... Sorry. I'm just trying to be very adventurous today. Try something outside of my comfort zone, if you will. Get a little bit wacky and wild with it. And may liberty drive. I hate autocorrect. Okay. Goodbye. I looked over and got like a flashbang of emotions from everything. Do you see the property memes? Oh, they're like, I bought a property in Egypt, and what they do for you is they give you the property. Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, no, that one's one of my favorite ones going around right now. It's probably gonna last for a while, probably for as long as TikTok remains an active app that we can use in the United States of America. So like a month? No, I'm kidding. I think we have 8 days. I'm really happy that our government got their shit together and did something for what matters, you know? People enjoying themselves on an application online. I'm really happy they got to that one before they could pass any other legislation whatsoever. I love seeing TikTokers cope so hard on TikTok. Look, my honest take is just like, there's genuinely zero reason for it to be banned, and if they had a real reason, they should be providing it. And they go, it's because it's spyware and malware. Yeah, man, so is dead ass everything online. That's pretty much every terms of service says, hey, by the way, this shit is malware that you're buying into. But they don't, I know why they don't like the TikTok one, but you know. But you know, I mean, a lot of TikTokers will unfortunately need to get a job, and it's gonna be rough for them. I know, I work a 9 to 5. There's zero reason, but it's hilarious how TikTokers are like screaming, coping, saying how it won't actually happen. No, this shit is happening. It's 100% happening. It shouldn't be happening, but here we are. Now, dude, am I losing my mind? Or is the hue of the game constantly changing? Maybe my monitor is fucked up, but I feel like the hue of the game has changed 30 times in the past 20 seconds. Also, my monitor could be dying. Unrelated note, I do taste burnt toast, so I don't know what that's all about. Hoping to really get to the bottom of this one. It's kind of strange now that I say it out loud. That was a joke, by the way. I am aware that it is a sign for having a stroke. That was the whole entire reason and crux behind the joke. You see, it's made my game have a different hue again. Do I know why? No. Instagram and YouTube exist. They'll be fine. Yeah, but I mean, like, that's kind of the thing, right? That's kind of why I didn't understand why this ban exists. TikTok is the exact same as YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. So why are we banning one? It doesn't really make much sense. I mean, obviously it's because which ones will comply with the government. I understand the actual reasons. They're like, TikTok's not doing precisely what we say when we say it. We don't want them in here. I get it. But like, fuck you. I want to look at my silly little shit posts. This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed, bitch. Now with that said, the VPN sitting on the corner of my phone just waiting to be turned on. I'm not saying I will evade the law. I'm just saying that there might be ways around it. Perhaps. Like today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. Hey, everybody. Aren't you tired of your applications being removed from the App Store within your region and needing to comply with new things? I like TikTok's UI more than Instagram Reel and Shorts. I completely agree. Also, look, I understand I can send people stuff on Instagram. I'm not starting back up my Instagram account. You can't make me. I randomly get some messages from it sometimes that are like, hey, just so you know, your old Instagram account, somebody tried to access it. And I'm like, brother, I made that when I was 13. And the only post on it is of me with a comically large plushie of Slowpoke that I got as a Christmas present. So like, do what you must with it. Use it to advertise an MLM to people from my middle school who don't use their middle school accounts either. Go for it. It's all you. They're completely removing the app, so I think you won't be able to VPN it. Removing the app on the US shit. I mean, yeah, but you still use the Google Play Store in other parts of the world that will still have the app on it. So if you VPN to a different part of the world, I think it'll be fine. Unless they're forcing all, like, I don't really know how they do it. You can always install the APK. Yeah, that's also true. But that's only for Android bros. Best of luck, Apple users. Apple users looking up how to use emulator on Apple device and praying that there's one that works on the Apple Store. Just so they can play their Pokemon Fire Red ROM hacks. Not that I ever would, criminals. How could you, man? Fucking life behind bar. You're lucky. I think Nintendo should execute you all on the spot, personally. Anyways, they use, I'm pretty sure they do. By they do, I mean, I'm pretty sure Nintendo, in the Nintendo Museum, for their giant versions of the games that you play, use emulated versions of them to make them run off the tech they have, which is very funny. It's just objectively really funny that they have to break their own TOS to make their software work. I mean, it's not like anybody's gonna come after them for it. How could you? It's their IP. They are, fuck you, man. I should not have lost that. I always forget all he can do is spawn spiders and make me sad, and yet I still play him like he'll do something special for me. Damn, my speed's way too low. Whatever. They might be like forcing all US phones to remove the app completely. They say that, but it's like when weed was illegal. Yeah, and nobody did it because it was illegal, dumbass. How could you do weed? It was against the law, man. That's how it works. Duh. Nobody ever did it because that would be wrong. It's like drinking and driving. Nobody does it because it's against the law. But if you were to do it, then I hope that you do it responsibly. How do you drink and drive responsibly? Oh, well. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I stop at yellow. Yeah, there was one time I stopped at yellow and my driving instructor yelled at me, so I didn't really know what to think after that day. I stopped at a yellow light and he was like, you should have kept going. So ever since then, I've just decided that if I cause an accident, it's really on his word, not mine. Yellow truly does mean just fucking floor that. You gotta talk a lot in your 9 to 5. Acting like I don't get words at home, I see. Do your parents let you speak, or like, do they lock you in a cage as a latchkey kid until they unleash you onto the Binding of Isaac? Well, thank you for checking. I talk a good bit at work, but it's always about either work stuff or Marvel Rivals, because my boss loves Marvel Rivals. But it's one of those two. I would make going on yellow is more safe. It can be. It depends. If you're like making a left, you should probably stop on yellow. You should actually, I take back the probably. If you're making, well, you're in Britain. If you're making a right for you, you should probably stop on yellow. Because do other countries have a left on red rule? I mean, I have a left on red rule. It's like if you double text me, you get left on red. But doxed me, SMH. Sorry. You're lucky you stopped me there. I was just about to say your full address, so. But that you did send me that one time for, you know, nefarious activities that we get up to. Oh, what's that? Oh, this is called being parasocial? No, it's called being awesome and cool. Thank you. No, I talk a good bit in my 9 to 5, but like I said, it's mainly, I have to talk about the techno jargon that I'm doing. Like, I had to send the email that I sent today, the one and only email. I know, Tech Bro does insane amounts of work, sends one email over course of entire day. Hey. I did it. It was just explaining the PHP that I was writing to make their custom thing work. And in fact, if you ask me, I shouldn't have even done this custom thing. I think we should have built them higher, but like what? I'm fucking grunt level work, okay? I do as I'm told. But essentially what the solution ended up being is that I had to custom code my own plugin from scratch, which I don't think is pretty much covered by just like generic support fees. But that's not for me to determine. They're like, get it done. So boss got me working. I'll write my custom plugin. But you better believe in the comments, I write who the custom plugin is by. I sign my shit up top. I sign my shit red, and I'm not using paint. All right, I don't really take parasocial shit seriously on small streamers because, like, hold on. This is not a good. I knew it. I knew it would do that shit for me. Let me drop this, and then I will read that. I walked into another room that was a nightmare. Shit straight out of like a Tim Burton movie. But we're doing okay. Bob's brain decided not to kill me. Very rare. Bad trip. Fuck you, man. I don't really take parasocial shit seriously on small streamers because, like, at the end of the day, we are still talking for hours in some way. Like, is it possible to not say parasocial things you literally got to talk to for 40 hours? He's right, you know? He's right, but the people will say he's not. The people will say it's toxic still. Do you have any proof for this? Yeah, it's called Goomba fallacy. I wouldn't expect you to understand, nerd. Probably the best fallacy of all time. If you don't know what Goomba fallacy is, here's your quick disclaimer on it. It's seeing people on social media saying thing A and then seeing people on social media say thing B, which contradicts thing A, and then erroneously believing to yourself that both people must be the same person due to the fact that both have been said online despite being said by different groups of people. That is the essentially what Goomba fallacy is. Where did it get its name? Look up Goomba fallacy and you'll see. I primarily like it because it's called Goomba fallacy. I won't lie. It's a very funny name for it. Also, anything that allows me to say the word fallacy like I'm a debate bro, that always brings me just a little bit of joy. Because anytime somebody says fallacy, you're allowed to completely disregard whatever they're about to say after it. Because guaranteed they heard this from a debate bro online and they're about to say the most nothing of substance you've ever heard. So you can just tune out and save yourself the mental trauma of trying to think through what they're saying. Because they probably don't even know what they're saying either. Appeal to logic? It's probably one of my favorite ones is like an appeal to blank fallacy. And it's like, yeah. It's not really a fallacy. That's just kind of how we talk. We appeal to each other's emotions so that you can understand where somebody's coming from. That's just kind of the way language has worked and evolved over the years. It's just kind of how it is for us. Please don't be, thank God, man. It was exactly there, dear Lord. The Stugots on this Goomba? What the fuck are Stugots? Is that like a boot of sorts? Sorry. I don't know anything about fashion unless it's, of course, the Legend of Zelda shirt and khaki pants or cargo shorts. I'll go either way. Cargo, of course, I love cargo shorts. They're comfortable, easy to wear. No, I'm kidding. I pretty much wear exclusively basketball shorts because I'm the coolest guy to ever do it who has never moved on from my middle school fashion sense. It's not true. It's not true. I've finally started to wear like normal person shorts, and it's honestly the most sad thing I've ever had to do. It feels like I'm an angel without my wings now. Basketball shorts were made, by the way, for people who don't play basketball. I don't believe that they were strictly made for basketball players. I'm sorry, but every time I wore them, people are like, "Oh, you're wearing basketball pants." No, I'm not. I'm wearing the only pants the only shorts I own. He's old now. Fuck you. Yeah, true. Yeah, I file my taxes in basketball shorts and a Legend of Zelda shirt, man. I feel awesome. Yep, another victory for me. All right. Please. No, you fuck. Please. No, you fuck. Like, I know it was both of those were on me, and there's almost no excuse for otherwise. This run also sucks, by the way. I know Salt and Slice is the second he doesn't get a Q4 item, but, like, it's genuinely not a very good run. Man, it's crazy that I'm older than you. What do you... Why, are you saying that I sound old? Because I sound young and spry, man. What the hell? I sound like my back doesn't even ever creak or ache when I wake up. First of all, I know all about Skibidi Toilet first. You sound 30. With like, okay, fine. I'll start my Gray Fox routine. Fuck you. I'll start playing this up then, huh? Yeah. Oh, you sound 30 motherfuckers when I start calling myself daddy. All of a sudden they're like, okay, I don't like it anymore. Yeah. And I'll make it uncomfortable for both of us. For all of my days. What would make me sound young and hip, man? What, like just saying a slur? They do that a lot. It's true. I've seen it on Marvel Rivals constantly. You play lock-in Spider-Man, go int your team, then say no heals, GG, healer's brain dead. I know where it's going. Meanwhile, all I want to do is play Adam Warlock and yell porn again. That's all I want to do, man. He is actually, that's a real thing. Adam Warlock has become my #1 main. He's just simply too fun. He's the coolest guy in the whole game. He's just a big golden man. How could I not want to play him? When the, hold on, CS player insta-lock Spider-Man. I heard that a lot of people who really like Ultra Kill have really been liking Spider-Man because he has a lot of really similar movement tech. I hate insta-lock Spider-Man. You and everybody else who plays the game. The only person who enjoys insta-lock Spider-Man is the person who has just insta-lock Spider-Man, knowing damn well they're about to int for the next 5 minutes of their life. Item multiplier, dude, I don't remember which item this is, so I'm just gonna buy this to get extra keys, so no matter what. I think it's bombs though. Good thing that I bought that, otherwise, fuck. The value down instantly. Instantly. Spider-Man is the Genji of rivals. Yeah, I would say that. I mean, if you're an actual Genji player who enjoys Genji's play style, you play Black Panther over Spider-Man. But Spider-Man has the same appeal as somebody who insta-locks Genji and just throws. And says no heals, GG. Black Panthers are for the people who enjoy dash resets 95 times and trying to give themselves carpal tunnel that no kind of chiropractor or anybody can ever look at and be like, it's uncurable because what have you been doing? The Maple Story players out there who just really want to hit as many buttons as possible. Why didn't I say the WoW players? Because every time I see a WoW rotation, they're like, then this will go on cooldown for the next 18 minutes. So you can only do this once per a huge damage phase. And they'll also have 97 things on their hotbar and only click 3 buttons. So I don't think that it's the WoW player one. Remember I was running Mercy one day and a fucking soldier complained about complained to me about not getting heals. My take is he who casts the first stone must change. If you complain about healers, it is your responsibility to play healer. If you think your healers are so bad, you should be able to one-up them very easily, so go lock over to healer, because there's no proof that you're healer. All you have to do on DPS is click on the head of an enemy. It's not a hard job. You click on the head of an enemy. And I say this as somebody who mains healer, and whenever I play DPS, I'm like, this shit is so easy. It is the easiest role of all time. All you do is click on an enemy. You don't even have to worry about anything else. Your healers heal you. By the way, is this Kane's? We don't really care about Kane's other eye for, may your destination be revealed. I'd way rather just have poison shots every now and then. I know that we can already poison with our halitosis aura, but still. All right. DPS who complain are crybabies. Yeah, also, like, I mean, let's take it a step further. They should be put to death. Agree? Agree? Shake on it? Who else agrees? Who else agrees? Just me? Okay, fine. I'll start my crusade on my own then. When I'm playing Lucio or Mercy, hold on. We'll acknowledge this in a second. We have a base Lucio player. Dock on it. All right, pull down your pants. Go on. Ain't nothing better than playing Elden Ring with the 3.5mm in. Amen to that. Amen to that. Sorry, that's a sleeper agent activated. Look it up at your own discretion. If you look up exactly that, you will find, I was gonna say, like, all of the answers you could desire. It's probably you want none of the answers that it would provide you with, but still, it's pretty sick. Also, no bone hearts this entire run has kind of sucked. We're on Isaac dropping it. Oh, fuck you. I thought the thing already went off, man. Oh my god, fuck me. We have no damage. Bethany sucks ass. I hate this character. I hate this character. I hate this character. We never get any good actives for our effects. We never do anything good. This character fucking sucks, man. There's nothing. There's nothing. It's all gone. It's gone. I spent it. Man. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe if I got a bone heart or something, I'd be changing my tune. But it is rough out here on these streets. Okay, we don't even have our little monstro anymore. He has changed to somebody else. He's had a change of hearts completely. Let's just hit that 7% chance for me to get an angel deal and just give me Godhead or Sacred Heart in it so I can feel something. Let's just not hit that 7% chance at all and fuck me or whatever. And we'll hop down. So how am I feeling about this run? Where am I at in my life? Where you been? Where you at? What's on your mind? Not much. Also, I'm like the best person ever. I play tank and support on every game. It's good. Look, DPSs are a dime a dozen, man. They're nothing special ever. They're all the exact same. And then they always think they're the carries every single time. They all have such egos. And for what? And for what? To go 0 and 8? They're the ADC players of team shooters. They think they're about to be the most impactful and important person alive, and never, ever are they good enough to be that impactful or important. I see so many tank and support MVPs in my game. I never, for the life of me, see a DPS MVP. And you want to know why? Because those motherfuckers don't do anything. They sit there and shoot shields for 40 minutes, okay? All they're doing is praying they can break through. I love healing my DPS and watching them go MVP because I was healing his damage. Nah, man, not in my lobbies. Nah, I think DPS has the easiest role out of all of them. By a very large margin. Because if you have a bad support, you feel it. If you have a bad tank, you really feel it. You have a bad DPS, you go, oh, our damage is really low, but at least we're completely staying alive. Dang, it's really hard. Without DPS, having the supporter tanks kills wouldn't exist. So that's kind of why it's great that in team shooters, you don't need kills to win. A kill does not help you win. A kill only helps you win if it helps you secure an objective. Tanks can create enough space for you to secure objectives without getting kills because DPSs can't keep playing on objective. That's where I'm at on it. DPS is the most like Nepo babied role. All they have to do is show up. Well, everybody else has to do something. I played a game with 6 supports and 1. Yeah. DPS can also help tanks kill the front line. Yes. No. I'm not saying DPS is useless. I'm just saying that they by far have the easiest role. Now, it's not saying that that role always has 0 impact or anything like that, or even that nobody should play it because it's obviously important to have. I'm just saying, like, I'm tired of DPSs. It's a really big issue in Marvel Rivals because they have so many DPSs compared to everybody else that I think right now I'm a little bit more up in arms about it than I normally would be because I've had to live. This is the most embarrassing death of my entire career. I want to sit on this one for a bit and just kind of think about what I've done. I'm putting myself in timeout for a second. Gotta think this one through, man. How did we get here? How did I die to a fly? That's tragic. That's tragic. Tainted Lost? Well, all right, someone asked. All right, sure. Why not do a Tainted Lost run? Where are we at on our Tainted Lost? I've been playing so well, we might as well. So we're either doing Mother or Delirium. 2 that I would really hate to. Should be 1 DPS for Rivals. 1 being like Black Panther, Spider-Man, Wolverine. Anyone that can snap the backline. Wolverine actually is a tank shredder. He is not a backline killer. That's why so many people thought Wolverine was bad for so long. Because they were like, he does no damage. Motherfuckers over here going, using their little cat paws on a support. Oh my God, now that is a disgusting start. Even though Bum Friend is a horrible start. Like, look, now that I've gotten a good thing, I can complain about the other thing. Bum Friend really bad. Getting a free extra holy card? Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Is it good enough to make me play stupid? Yeah, probably. I'm probably gonna lose this holy card almost instantly. In our perfect world, we somehow get 15 coins on this floor and there's a blank card in the shop. Unfortunately, Shrek closing the book at the beginning of Shrek 1. Yeah, right, like that'll ever happen. It's not an exceedingly likely outcome. That's right, by the way. I watched Shrek 1 and I think I watched all of the Shreks. Did they go up to Shrek? Yeah, because they did Shrek 4 ever after. So Shrek 4 was the last Shrek movie. I think that was the one that had the alternate universe Fiona, where she was like a warrior who was badass. And like, I remember that one because I think it changed my psyche permanently going forward. How so? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had the 5th Amendment in the United States of America. But I mean, at least for now, we'll see. If I were to play DPS, I would be Wolverine because I can abduct their tank and bring them to my side. Wolverine's my favorite DPS by far. I fucking love Wolverine. That's why I was up in arms about defending his honor, about how he is still really good, even though a lot of people were saying he was bad. Because, like, you guys just don't understand. You haven't seen him play like I play him. Do I ever get to play DPS? No. No, that's where the insta-lockers go, all right? That's their paradise. That's their world, not mine. I understand my role and I exist within it, okay? I don't need to step out of line. I'm happy to just be who I am. Lost cork uncorked? Yeah, man. I don't really know what the fuck that means at all, but thank you for that. Big, actually massive, because we get this one also. Our speed being on the low side, how does that make me feel? definitely less than stellar. But with the amount of damage we're shitting out, it's looking good for a mother kill. I say this every time I play Tainted Lost, and it never happens. Basically, when you leave creep on the ground, it gives extra damage. So, like, pretty fucking insanely niche, like half of the trinkets in this game. Cool. Trinkets are either curved, horn, and cancer, or useless. Dim bulb. Okay, yeah, there's other exceptions to the rule, but you understand the point I'm going for here. Oh, fuck me. I had to play that very carefully. I hate that enemy who shoots up all the shots. I hate being in Dross. Dross is just not... It's not conducive to me having a good run. As long as we can get a speed upgrade in here, we're so chilling, man. One speed upgrade and I'm back. Bob's Brain or mystery item, it can't possibly be worse. We have a damage boost for the rest of the game. And honestly... I'll happily take it. We have 12 damage on floor 2. This is feeling really nice. Is it nice enough for us to go Tainted Delirium? I don't want to put the cart before the horse here, so we'll see. Now we're going to get options on the boss items. I mean, it's very deliriumable. I'll give it that, 100%. It's definitely deliriumable. We did beat, yeah, we beat Beast. Okay. I had to double make sure, because look, the new completion marks, and I know they're not new to everybody. You took an entire dime and paid me nothing. That's honestly, that's grounds for, like, I'm pretty sure that's what the French Revolution was over, was people like you taking dimes and giving the poor people like me nothing. What do you mean an entire dime for that? Are you more of a devil or angel deal type of guy with Tainted Lost? I'm more of a devil deal kind of guy, but only because I'm too, like, spreadsheet value pilled, where you have to look at opportunity costs and how much this one gains versus how much this one gains. And essentially the whole reason that I am more devil deal pilled is because normally devil deal items, like Incubus is a great example of that one. Really happy to have this one on board, by the way. Normally devil deal items cost you hearts to get. Also, this run is cracked out of its fucking gourd. But since they normally cost hearts and I get them for free, it feels like I'm ripping the game off by getting free devil deal items. Whereas angel deal items, yeah, man, it was going to be free anyways. That's just kind of how they work. So that's the only reason I normally go devil deals. Also, I feel like it's a... Are you an old head? Y/N. And if you're an old head, the answer is you always prefer devil deals to angel deals. Because there was a point in time where I was hipster liking angel deals in the original release of Rebirth. But you come to a point where you just start saying, if I want strong runs, I go devil deals. If I want fun runs, I go angel deals. But now it's kind of, it's not inverted. I don't think that's very fair. But it's definitely, the power scales have shifted. Sacred Orb is the only reason I want angel deals. Do I have Sacred Orb unlocked? Y/N. I meant that as yes/no, by the way. I realized there's another meaning for that. 2 letters now. Yes. Okay. All right. Sick. I mean, normally it's without the slash. Honestly, the combination of those 2 letters means too many things. It's yes or no. It's your name in certain other pieces of literature that we don't have to go over necessarily. It's got to be better. Eyesore, more eyes. It's technically better, I guess. I don't know. I don't really feel too harshly anyway about it, but like, it is in theory better. Bum Friend absolutely taking every single coin. Oh, it wasn't a dime. It was just a normal coin, but my monitor is so fucked up in its color scheme right now. If you're wondering why my monitor's color scheme's fucked up, I forgot to turn on the game mode, aka a good refresh rate. So, I mean, like a dangerous crash out heavy guy. I can't say what it means. That's where I'll leave that one. Well, I can't say the meaning of it that I'm thinking. All right, disclaimer, we can go back to what I said at the start of the stream. I'm Italian. Yeah, I know. Italian takes another excuse to tell everybody he's Italian. Look. It's my God-given right or whatever. I think we just go in here and pick this up because the extra DPS from this should be nutty. Oh my God, it's disgusting. Oh God. How are you even supposed to, man? Can you DM the definition you mean to me? I can't type that word. That's pretty much where I'm at. It starts with young, if that helps. But no, like link the definition. Oh, because then it's not technically me. Okay, fuck you. You are an asshole, man. That was fucked up. Yeah, directly on top of me. No, I bet you feel like a big man when you do that for sure. No, I'm sure that helps you sleep at night or whatever. All right, you're done? Yeah. Perfection acquired. Between these two, luck up or luck in range up. I guess we'll go luck in range up. It's not an extravagant choice between both of them. I guess you take Eye of the Occult. I kind of don't like having controlled tiers. I don't know if that's a weird take or not, but it's just weird. Young gamer of sorts. Yeah, you pretty much got it exactly. But oh fuck, I do need another bomb. So we'll have to full clear the other room. We'll have to full clear the upside down from Stranger Things. That's right, I know. I watched season 1 of Stranger Things. What about the other seasons? I just didn't have enough interest, man. I just really had no care past season 1. It's a real issue I have with shows is when I start watching them as they're coming out, I never go back when other seasons release. But then I also heard everybody constantly saying season 1 was the best season of Stranger Things. You don't even have to go back. And it really killed any kind of drive or motivation I had to go back because I'm like, well, if I've already peaked, what the fuck's the point of doing anything else here? I get it. I've seen the best it has to offer, so I'm good. All right. Easy shots here. I'm gonna do something that's a little inadvisable, I would say, which is I'm gonna go fight the boss again. And you might say that's very advisable because it's just a free item. It is a free item. Last time I lost my holy card on it, and so this time you could say don't do it because of your holy card, which is a fair idea. But I'm just gonna like kind of kill him instead. I'm not gonna kill him at all, but it would have been awesome. It would have been pretty sick. All right, where are we shooting from? Where are we shooting from? Dude, come on. All right, good shit. He's done. Good. Season 2 was awful. Hold on. We'll take more tiers. We're at tier cap now. Our shot speed's looking great. So I gotta find something to complain about with this run. We only have one Q4 item. Okay, there we go. Whew. Complaint located. From here now we can try and move forward. Season 4 was awful and season 5 was truly mid. Season 2 and 3 were gas. I think I started season 2, but something about the vibe just felt different. But I mean, like, obviously it's gonna feel different. It's a different season. I think that I'm too much of like a hipster for my own good. I don't think I can help it. Now we also don't have any luck effects, but we do have perfection. I mean, obviously we have the luck effect of every time you clear a room, you get more drops. Sure, watch this. We're gonna get, oh, I thought Matchstick was guaranteed with 10 luck. Sorry, 12 luck. Turns out it's not. Oh, maybe eyesore counts, actually. I don't really know how eyesore triggers. Maybe that one is off luck, and if it is, controlled tiers eyesore actually isn't bad at all, because it does kind of turn it just into a multi-shot. That would... What am I missing in this room? I must have missed something. It's just to take a little scenic walk, feel good about yourself or whatever. I mean, that one, obviously, we just got to avoid the entire puzzle associated with it. As fun as Baby Bender could be, because then our Incubus would have homing shots, we have to keep the 10 luck. I know. Bold claim, bold claim. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't just set out thinking, oh, popular thing bad, right? I think it's that I just get jaded from hearing about something so much that I don't want to engage with the media anymore. And I think that was the case for Stranger Things for me. Is people kept talking about it after the first couple seasons, and I think I just got jaded from wanting to watch it. I think that's what happened with Squid Game for me, why I never watched season 1. I was excited to watch it for like the first 2 weeks it was out, but then people didn't shut up about it, and I was like, I don't hate it or anything. I just have no drive to watch it now because too many people have gassed it up for me to think that it can live up to the hype that now exists in my mind. So I'm just gonna let it perpetually exist in a state where I think it will be good, but I will never watch it. And that's honestly, that's where I found Zen with myself. Granted, if I ever take another flight to Japan, Squid Game would be fucking awesome to watch on the plane ride over. Mainly because I don't know what other shows I'm gonna watch, and I've learned to myself that I can't sleep on a plane. Maybe if I take more planes. I'm going on another plane ride in March. I'm going up to, I'm going to Michigan. And it's obviously not as long as the flight's gonna be to, or the flight was to Japan. Dude, when I heard how short the flight was, I was like, this shit is light work. I could keep my eyes open and probably not blink the entire time. I could do that shit light work, no reaction, man. I'm built for it now. 14 hours on a Boeing. I'm lucky to be alive, man. Hold on. Let me pick this. Range into here. I mean, should have taken the speed upgrade, honestly. One of the rare times where caffeine pill would have been better than Mr. Dolly. Commentary I gotta listen to is people raging at dualies. That's so true. That's so true. I watched season 1 through 5 with my sister, and at 5 we joked that every line of Will's about 11, but we remember the entire season. We were actually almost right. See, I really have no point of reference. I was trying to think about it. I was like, yeah, no, I just don't have a frame of reference to agree or disagree with it. Did you fucking take my coin? I did not mean to buy that either. This is just tragic. We'll try and buy Tech 2 because Tech 2 is a fun item. I don't know if it's always optimal, but it is a fun item. With damage like this, I feel like you gotta go Tech 2. Okay, well, you know, fuck me or whatever. Just like kill me. Oh, that works. Be ready to go quick. As quick as I can. Not helpful. Not asked for. You also bring up Dooley. He's dead. You're just riding the last patch hype, you freak. I spit on you. I don't... Look, here's the thing. Dooley, I attended his open casket funeral just to spit on his bald little head. I'm gonna keep doing it for the rest of time, man. I desecrated the corpse and I felt good about it. His parents and loved one, his singular loved one, were crying. Not me. I don't think I'd ever felt more happy in my life. I truly felt free upon Dooley's death. I knew that I was allowed to walk around at night feeling safe again because Dooley was gone. Okay, well, that's actually just not true. In the United States of America, I still don't feel safe walking around at night. But in a world without Dooley, I feel a lot safer. He's also really fun to play too. I believe that he's fun to play now. He will always have a bias in my mind because of what they've put me through. You can't just be like, hey, you remember that kid who used to live down the street and will pull down his pants and piss on you every day? Turns out he's actually a lawyer now and wants to apologize for what he did. That's awesome. I don't accept it. He's got to work a little bit harder for that. All right. He can't just be like, hey, by the way, now I'm changed and different, so I'm not going to be doing that anymore. Good for you. Hey, it's a 1 in 4. I'm going to lose my mind. How many claw machines have I played today with no payouts? How much have I sacrificed to get here? You can't do this to me. Do you know who I am? Do you know how much I've done? It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't even bother me too much. It just hurts my feelings really horribly. Fucking frame trapped me. Absolutely frame trapped me. That little guzzler. It's fine. It's fine. Just play safe. Play smart. Play intelligently. Don't lose everything you've worked for throughout your entire life. It's fine. Got a great run on your hands. Got solid foundations to it. If you were a little bit faster, you could have dodged that one. Unfortunately for you, you have 0.8 as your speed stat and didn't go for caffeine pill. It's a questionable choice. A lot of people are saying you shouldn't have done that one, and I'm heightened to agree with them. What's good? Well, currently this run, especially if I can get a little something, aka another holy card. Okay, what do we have in the boss trap room? Jesus juice. I would love damage in range. I would not love it without a holy card where the boss can just spawn on me and that's the end of my life. Get rid of all of them. Feels decent. Why is this one room dark? For what potential purpose? For what could equal the value? Speaking of equaling the value, so like you could say that this is called wasting money, and I don't think you're wrong if you think it is just wasting money. I enjoy ordering DoorDash a lot, right? And sometimes it hasn't happened in a while, but every now and then they get the order wrong, right? Like they give you somebody else's order because they had 3 orders in their car and they just forgot to check the label. Whatever, it happens. I'm not gonna be upset at them over it. However, I take that back. I will only be upset with you if the food I'm receiving in exchange is nowhere near of equivalent value. If I order like $30 worth of food for like a group of a couple people and we're hanging out together, and you show up and you get me like 1 item that's in the bag, that's you deserve a horrible fate. All right, because I'm already paying 400% of the food's value in order for DoorDash to consider ordering or consider delivering it to me. So you gotta really up and make sure that I'm getting what I ordered for there. Just reorder it. I'm not repaying. There's sometimes I don't see. Here's the thing. If you give me something of equivalent value, I don't even bother bringing it up to DoorDash. I'm like, hey, you knew what you're doing? Fair enough. Soul of Apollyon. Oh, it just gives you a bunch of flies that can kill me. Oh, that's awesome. No, that's really good for us. I think that this will turn out great, honestly. I can only see exceptional things going forward. So that's awesome. I didn't know what it would do. I guess I probably should have done it with an item out in case it gives you a permanent locust. But is there not a refund policy? There is, but it is, they really make you prove it because of the number of people who have abused it. And it's like, I get why you're doing it, but like, trust me, I want to be on talking with you as a support person even less than you want to be dealing with me complaining about me not getting my food. I really don't want to be out here complaining at all. I wouldn't even be doing it if it was correct in the first place. But like, due to everybody constantly going, I even saw this post, I was like, did you know, here's the optimal number of times to do it. You can only do it once per month if you don't want them to get suspicious, but sometimes you can do it twice in the same week if you're really ordering. And I'm like, you're min-maxing a little bit too much for how to rip off somebody who's bringing you food, I think. I don't think we need to go this far because now you're the issue that I've got a fucking bad rep if all I want to do is get the food that I paid for. This list is not, by the way, amazing. It's just something to make the days go by a little bit faster. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tainted Lost gets into Gehenna for free. Because otherwise, needing Holy Mantle to get in there is fucked up. So I'm pretty sure you just enter for free. Right. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if they just wanted you to have the most insane run of all time and make sure you could get like 2 uses of your holy card before you could do anything else. Do you think pressing that button early is going to soft lock anything? I mean, it doesn't because I can fly. So I guess there's no character who could soft lock by pressing it early, but I don't know if it's going to stay pressed down or if they'll reset it for me. This part I'm still going to hate, by the way. I know that I can fly and there's nothing to be afraid of. But in the words of a wise man, the only thing to truly fear do be fear itself. Dude, you're playing a little bit too much fucking defense, man. What is that? Stopped on a dime right in front of me just to block. Honestly, we got to get you a contract, man. Do you know how many teams need defense like you? It's crazy. Probably a lot. Like I said, I don't really watch sports. You're just not gonna, if I just keep running, do you not charge? Oh. Okay. I always thought that they charged no matter what you did. Does it stay dark for a bit? Yes. A little dark, not much. Okay. Dude, we're looking good this run. The run that has Incubus and 13 is the damage stat. That's the one. How did my damage stat go down? Did I lose my aura? Bro, I was aura farming. What the hell? All the cool kids keep telling me that I need to up my aura. So I was trying my hardest to keep it as high as possible. That's why I didn't cry in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. All right, I locked in and was like, I don't care how sad Rocket's backstory is. We can't cry. That's minus aura. Now, if I was watching it alone, of course I'd cry. That's how it works. No one can police your aura when you watch a movie alone, which is why it's the optimal way to do it. I just recently got into Magic. Damn, I'm sorry. As someone who's into Magic, damn, I'm sorry. Have I been playing it much? No, because my friends keep trying to sell me on this one called Flesh and Blood, and it's not happening. I refuse to spend $400 on another card game. It's not happening, man. Is that how much you spent on Magic? Probably more. It's better than fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Insanely correct. Perhaps they're saying you're the most correct you've ever been. Yes. No, it is very... People actually let you play the fucking game. Unless you're fighting a blue player, in which case their #1 goal is to stop you from playing the game. But at least you know going into it that they're going to stop you from playing the game. Unless you are a blue player, in which case a curse and a plague upon ye houses. Excuse me? What's up? I'm playing green-blue Dread deck. He's a Simic player. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is great if you really enjoy sitting there and getting turn one. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! The game has gone too far. It's plagued by the worst metas of all time. That's Yu-Gi-Oh!'s #1 issue. At least Magic metas for like Standard or Commander aren't as bad as Yu-Gi-Oh!'s metas. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has really, really bad metas. That's its #1 issue. It's a great card game. I still love Yu-Gi-Oh as a card game, and I fuck with that one guy who got divorced over his Yu-Gi-Oh cards. All right, like we stand a king who stands on business or whatever. We're so slow, honestly. That could have killed us. Shouldn't have, but it definitely could have. Just please give me one holy card, man. I'm letting him get extra stuff just so he can try and pay out with it. It's not happening right now, but just you wait. Any day now. Most Yu-Gi-Oh fans jump ship. Yeah, it's because of the metas. I love summoning Exodia and screaming at 3 a.m. Exodia obliterate. See, that's because you're still having fun. Half of the Yu-Gi-Oh players forgot what that means. It's the issue with... What was it? Duel Links was the... No, it was Master Duel. Master Duel. Duel Links was the quick one, right? I believe. Duel Links was the quick phone version, but Master Duel is the version that everybody actually plays now. Exodia players just play solitaire by themselves. Yeah, but like, think of how fun it was fun for them when Pot of Greed was in rotation. Dude. I sat through 30 minutes of somebody playing solitaire. Yeah, but like, to them, it's not solitaire, man. It's kind of why I really like self-mill decks. And I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but I'm playing my game. I'll let you play your game and try to kill me, but just know that I'm going to sit there and keep getting rid of every card that's in my deck. You don't have to worry about milling me out. I'll do that for you, and you can just focus on having as much fun as you want while I'm just enjoying my... I hate that enemy. I hate that fucking enemy. I hate that enemy so goddamn much. Enemies who brimstone beam across the entire map on frame 2. Well, actually, if you would analyze the fucking... No, this game sucks. I think I know where this pitch is going. He's about to say something about a certain game called The Bazaar. I've seen into your soul and into your psyche. I know what the next words out of your mouth are. Yeah, now he's deleting the message currently, untyping it. No, yeah, there it is. Stop lying. True, I'm spreading misinformation. Look, I said my favorite thing to do is straw man people. I get to do it. Granted, it doesn't count as a straw man when you're correct. Yeah, probably, because it's still a scarecrow, even if you make it out of hay or whatever. Does that make any sense? No. Everything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh is that it's playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, you wouldn't say that when you saw the way that I use Pot of Avarice. God. Ooh, 8-inch nails. If these were 9-inch, we could have use a clock my ass. You got me. I was about to type it out. Teardrop Charm. Teardrop Charm's fine for now. It's kind of like a worse version of Perfection, at least for Tainted Lost. Oh, and Normal Lost, actually, you're not really taking much damage on Normal Lost either. But, like, it's okay. For other characters, it's arguably insane, but... Listen, man, it's the new patch. The new patch is very solid. I have to give credit where it's due. They kind of cooked crazy hard. I think the issue that a lot of people have, myself included, is I shouldn't have played so much on the last patch, because now I've got a little bit of a negative relationship with the game where I'm like, if I started off, I'm just gonna have to fight 30,000 dualies, and that's not the case. Now I'm gonna have to fight 30,000 finesses. But the thing is, I understand the pufferfish build is broken, because it is broken. 100%. I get that it's broken. All right, we puffing our MF fish to this or whatever. It still kills me slower than Monitor Lizard Dually, which helps the game feel so much better. Puffer can be killed though. Yeah, exactly. That's my take, right? Like, Puffer is the new Monitor Lizard for sure, but a Monitor Lizard that I can deal with, I will happily take. And you could say, yeah, but once they get a pufferfish scaled to like 90 poison, it's impossible to beat. And that's true, but it's so much harder to scale it at this point that it's like, it is true, but does it matter? I'm not going to the second floor. Why? I kind of feel like doing a delirium run, because every time I do Mother, I die in the alt path. I think they removed corrosive toxins. They better have. That shit was not okay. It made me feel very negative emotions when I saw it. So the cool thing about Tainted Lost, when you play Tainted Lost, Tainted Lost has a actual, here, I can show you really quickly. So when you're playing Tainted Lost, you'll notice that here he is. He gets better items and doesn't have the mantle. So what's really cool about Tainted Lost is the quality of items you get is just above and beyond what you can get on other characters. So anyways, let's get Boom, which gives us 10 bombs. That one's really good because before we only had 2 bombs. So when you think about it, it's a really big value up for us, and it's going to help us in the long run of the, see, we only got 2 bombs there. We only got 1/5 of our item room's value from a random fucking gray chest. So when you think about it that way, honestly, what we just got in our item room really does change how I view the entire run. Granted, we have growth toxins and 8-inch nails, so it's, you know, we'll take the bad with the good. The cool thing about him is like the items. The new patch lets you experiment so hard with items for other characters. It does honestly feel like a playground has reopened up. Unfortunately for them, the playground that I care about is, holy shit, it's time, it's fucking time. Let us lock in all bees. I will win a single claw machine today. This is my positive affirmation that I told myself when I woke up and looked in the mirror. I am worth it. I deserve it. I can win a claw machine. You have to be fucking me in some kind of way that I'm not noticing. No offense to you. I'm sure that is plenty for other people. I'm just not noticing it. What are we talking about? We're going on like 19 in a row with no payout from any of the claw machines whatsoever. Bees are so fun. It's such a goofy build and I love them. Here's the thing, when you're not fighting a very weapon heavy build, it's definitely not optimal, but it's so insanely funny, especially since I had the Jabalian war drum. I'll say it, Pig is more fun than Vanessa right now. Why? 95% of the reason Pig is so fun is because I get to say the word Jabalian. And Jabalian's an awesome fucking, whoever made that one, whoever came up with the name for his species of Jabalians, and by the way, not all of them are pacifists, so I'm really getting tired of people spreading around that all Jabalians are pacifists. Don't go saying that shit. You say ignorant shit like that in my chat, you get banned, okay? I'm sorry. Somebody has to make a stand for the Jabalians. They're not all pacifists. But anyways, that, and I've got him hooked. He's talking about it. I don't know if I'm gonna... I didn't actually think it would ever happen. And cards. Okay, fuck you. Cards would, by the way, still be very big value for us, which is why I would like to go get them. If you don't know what makes cards very big value for us, Tin Laws has a better odds at getting the Holy card. And Holy card is, of course, our lifeline. It's our lifeblood. It's what makes our heart beat and our blood flow in ways that others can't. All right, let's see what we got from our Widow here. Hopefully we're about to get like the lead pencil proc. Oh, god damn, that feels good. I love lead pencil. What an item. Room, yeah, it is what it is. I don't know, man. Like, okay. I know look, it's so good. It's mom's knife. It's so good. It's so good. It is good. There's nothing, I think I would be losing my mind if I told you that I don't think mom's knife is a good item. That's too psychotic of a claim for even I to make. I understand that. But it's kind of boring. Like, I don't know, man. It's kind of just really boring to pick up. The other items aren't great at all. But I will take false PhD because evil up scales with other things. Then you got ones that are not that negative, like a range downgrade. I mean, it's not what we got there, but turning that into a damage upgrade and all pills are identified, it's not bad at all. What really, when your enemy uses a non-weapon item, charge your weapons, that shit fucked on non-weapon builds too. It definitely helped it a lot feel actually competitive against them. Because that was the #1 issue I had with it, by the way. Not only, or sorry, not all Jabalians are pacifists, but also we could not, it's brain rot at this point. I'm stimming. No. We could not go back and get the deck of cards. Little bit sad about that. Would have loved to get it. Could have really helped our run going forward. Dude, that is probably, look, I said it about Marvel Rivals too. More games need to just like have stupid quips that they repeat way too often, because I need that kind of brain rot in my game now. It just adds so much to my experience. Whenever I play a Vanessa run and she says spineless as a jellyfish or all cannon, no ball, or I paint my shit red, but I'm not using paint, those are awesome. Every time I'm popping out, or land legs make you predictable, you move in straight lines. Every time I'm popping off for it. It's also why I love that Marvel Rivals lets the characters quip, because it's not good objectively. Not all Jabalians paint their ship red because they're as spineless as a jellyfish. That's very true. And honestly, I'm also tired of hearing people say that it's not true, man. It's actually the only pig line I know, by the way. I've played him enough that I should have another line in my head, but there's just something about his cadence for not all Jabalians are pacifists, where I'm like, hell yeah, man, you're so right. But you spit yo shit, King. That's what I'm saying, Pygmalion. And they won't listen to me. Let me speak to the people, Pygmalion. They need to hear this. All right. I don't really know what I'm looking for anymore in my life. And that's just a real admission of like needing therapeutical guidance now. The memory leak fix definitely made the game 10x better. Why can't Marvel Rivals fix the memory leak? Real question. Like, what the fuck is going on with the game? They somewhat fixed it. It is not good still. It's just like passable now. Before it was nearly unacceptable. And now it's like, okay, it's fine. We could play the little bomb beggar. I don't really think that we need to, but we definitely could. And now that he's dead, we just play up here and they can't harm us. Harm us. Sorry, I'm learning English. It's my second language. Please be patient or whatever. What do we have for this one? X-Lex? It's just not even a negative pill. I'm so fucked up. I was thinking of taking placebo just to use negative effects more to get false PhD popping. And then I thought about it for more than half a second and I realized it's not good. There's no way. Hold on. I see that we're talking about Jabalians in the Twitch chat. Just give me 1 second and then I will weigh in on how I think of them as cowards or not. Sorry, pacifists. Very big difference. Okay, Sty, sure. Why not? Damn, it's looking rough for us. It's looking rough. Passable like pacifists because not all Jabalians are pacifists. Very true. He is spitting yet again. I don't know how he does it. Dude, there's a word that has lost all meaning to me is actually stimming. Because people have been using the word for way too much. Somebody will just say something and they'll be like, oh, he's stimming. They'll make a reference to something and they say he's stimming. And I'm like, no, he was referencing something. When somebody says, you know what's funnier than 24, 25, when the number 25 comes up in something, that's not stim, that's making a apt reference based off of the words provided. It's very different from stimming, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just saying it's going through the same word death that triggered goes through. That word has had a complete, due to the internet, the word triggered has lost all of its possible meanings from the actual standpoint in which it was being used. And it's pretty sad because people just started using it. I'm triggered. Yeah, see, like this is what I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about 100%. It's a word that has experienced word death. And I think that stimming is on the same exact path. The other one, this one, I'm just like, say what you mean to say with your whole chest. I get so tired of all the comments where people are like, oh, is he acoustic? Say it with your whole chest or don't say it. Don't do this half shit. Don't you fucking pussy out. If you're gonna say it, puff up your chest. Be a real man about it. Don't go with the, oh, don't do your little halfway in between. If we're saying it, puff your chest. Prove it. See, like, that's what I'm talking about. That's puffing it with your whole chest. What happened to Victory Road? Where the updates are official release date? That's actually a great question, dude. I haven't even thought about it in ages, but man, it was a fun game. That's how I feel about every level 5 game. Every time I look at it, I'm like, this is gonna be one of my favorite games of all time, and then it's nothing but radio silence. There's also that one mansion one, which is gonna be like the spiritual successor to Yokai Watch. You excited for that one? Yeah, fucking obviously. My expectations are very tempered though. I see a lot of people saying, oh, Yokai Watch is gonna be so back. I think you're crazy if you're saying that. Like, let's give it, it's gonna stand on its own legs and be different. That's kind of the entire point of it, not just being a Yokai Watch game. So like, I'm not gonna judge any parts of it as compared to Yokai Watch because it's just not a fair or apt comparison to the game itself. You mean abusive relationship? Look, it was fun. I was just also ass at it. But it was really good. I loved it, man. I gotta go back to play. Well, I guess, I mean, the beta test stuff's probably already over, right? So like, yeah, I don't know what the game's up to now. They also talked about how many characters the game was gonna have. No, not over. What the hell? Yeah, but I'm sure like the player base has dwindled to the point where if anybody else is to hop on, it's you only get like the most insane tryhards of all time. Taking a huge break from Isaac and Slay the Spire recently. That's kind of why I've been playing more Balatro. And I was thinking of playing Balatro today, but then I realized I haven't played Isaac in over a month. And I was, well, no, not over a month. In coming up on a month. And I was like, let's just do an Isaac stream. See how we're feeling. Balatro, on the other hand, has been absolutely captivating me, man. I've been having so much fun playing Balatro. I play it constantly on my phone. It is my go-to. I haven't even been going on social media much, which I thank my lucky stars for that one, because all I've been missing out on is the discourse of whether or not you side with Pyrosoft or not. Oh shit. Okay. I played a few days and last night one dude's level 19 team. Poor little guy, man. He just installed it, was like, what's this all about? Completely steamrolled. Going to the uninstall, but I hate this game. I hate this game. That's how I feel every time I play a fighting game and I beat somebody who just started out. I'm like, look, I'm not good. And that makes it even sadder that you lost to me. Like, I'm not here to, you know, shit on you for losing, but damn, you lost to me? That's tragic. Also, I don't remember what this item was. Why didn't I want it? But it's range and luck. It's two of my favorite things. Also, we're still so early on that I have no fear in my heart. Yeah. So, do you ever want to play DBFZ? No, because I'm like actually ass at it. So, also, I don't know, man. I wasn't huge on a lot of the updates they did to fighters because the idea they were going for near the end of it, and I get what they were going for, was every combo can be a touch of death and everybody can be broken, so that way nobody's broken and everybody can just play their favorite characters. I get where they were coming from. To me, it kind of kills a lot of the fun because everybody's touch of deathing. I want to play. Oh shit, hold on, let me not die while thinking about Android 18. It's not gonna look good at the pearly whites, man. We're gonna have a lot of questions about that one. All right, a lot of questionable people died thinking the same thing. Like, I mean, I want to play with you. Yeah, fucking you and everybody else on TikTok. What the? You and everybody else on my OnlyFans. What are we talking about here? There we go. I updated the punchline in real time. It worked better that way. You're welcome. I'm decent DBFZ and absolutely on Tekken. Tekken I fuck with heavily. I did not pick up the new one though, and I feel like I should have because it looked like so much fun. But my issue with a fighting game is, and I don't know if anybody else feels this way, if I don't get in the first 2 weeks of playing it, I'm not going to stick with the game at all, because within the first 2 weeks, everybody is so bad, nobody knows what's going on. Right after those 2 weeks are up, the only people on the game know everything. To streaming game, I miss your 2D rat. If I ever stream Marvel Rivals, the 2D rat is coming back 100%. And I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, so I wouldn't say it's out of the question. Can we say it now? Depends on what it is. If it's like a slur, no. Dragon Ball Spark is already dead. You want to know why I got these scars? No, you want to know why it's already dead? They never patched out the insanely cheesy shit, and the game didn't have a quick play casual. Do you think I enjoy going into ranked playing Turles and getting shit on by people who are top 500 MMR and I haven't stopped playing for a single moment and all they're doing is the cheesiest shit you've ever seen? I don't enjoy that at all. Fuck you. They did patch After Image Strike. Too little, too late, man. Because it wasn't just After Image Strike. There was always also the Android stuff. The Android stuff was insufferable. We're not going to buy Freezer, baby. He's half off, but we're not going to get him. Now, Immaculate Heart, I'm down for. And they just kept not The issue, okay, so here's my true take. Bro, the game isn't dead. It's not dead, but it's definitely lost a lot of the traction from which it started with. It has a player base. It definitely does. I'm just saying why I dropped playing it consistently. Now, here's the thing. I still actually hop on from time to time, and I do the custom battles, the like user created levels. I have a lot of fun doing those. They're always like really silly or goofy. There'll be like Krillin fighting everybody in the Tournament of Power, and they come up with a little plot in it. And the plots are always stupid and cheesy, but it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. Every single fighting game, everybody drops it after a month. That is true. I mean, it's a different kind of fighting game. I still hear about Tekken from time to time. I think it depends on what circles you run in, because I don't really hear about Tekken much, but I also don't run in any Tekken circles. So, in fact, a lot of the fighting games streamers that I watch haven't really been playing many fighting games, because as much fun as Fighters was, I don't think I've got it in me to keep playing Fighters. It's been so long since the game's launched. I don't really have much else that I feel like doing in it. There's no combos that I'm like, I really want to lab this. My circle, I think a lot of Hoyo games. Yeah, but how you been doing on Zenless Zone Zero, huh? That's the only Hoyo game I've been playing recently. I used to love Star Rail, but I'm not gonna lie. First time in stream, this is the best model I've ever seen. Let's fucking go! I'm not gonna lie though, Honkai Star Rail, they started doing way too much power creep for me. I felt like every single other patch they were power creeping the entire meta, and it's because it was a turn-based game. They had to. Will you come back for the 10th anniversary, baby girl? Shit, ask me like that. A man just might have to come back. I don't know. I don't really remember what the... I think it just makes other enemies want them dead, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's all it does, so that they're not actually bleeding to death, even though it looks like something you'd see on Live Leak. It's not actually what's happening. You find all that you've lost. Well, I mean, okay, so we've already been into the secret room, but we can use it to get something for free in here. Do a little cheat. My girlfriend plays Star Rail. I mean, Star Rail's a fun game, but it's so much power creep. Oh, we did get, well, Steam sale. I mean, what does, I don't even remember what that one does. I'm not even gonna pick it up. I'm a smarter man than that. Hey, backstabber, now we can actually double bleed. So that's something better. But it was the nature of it being a turn-based game. They kind of had the power creep because there wasn't as much player expression. But when I see my favorite DPSs like Blade, and people are like, yeah, you don't really play them anymore. Shh, fuck that. I'm going back to the best Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball Fusions on the 3DS. You talking about the one with Tiencha? Bro, of course. Whenever, I will say, whenever Dokkan does hit an anniversary, their revenue is insane. Like, I actually agreed with you. I thought Dokkan was over, and then anytime an anniversary starts, top 2 on the App Store, constantly. Miyabi dropping made Zenless one of the top ones on the App Store. That one made me very happy, because I thought that Zenless Zone Zero was doomed to die without too many people caring about it, because it didn't get as much traction as the other ones. It unfortunately just got kind of labeled as a Gooner game for like this simple reason that it was a game made for Gooners. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I don't know why they label it that way or whatever. Okay, one thing that I need the internet to understand, and it kind of pissed me off, was everybody was constantly labeling Zenless Zone Zero as a Gooner game. And like, you're not entirely wrong. They highly went into the sexualized theme of things. Where is that energy? Where is that energy for Marvel Rivals, man? Have you guys seen Sue Storm? No man on earth aside from Mr. Fantastic could handle that. That's gotta, come on, man. That's just as goonery, if not more. But they let that one pass. Why? Because we all love Marvel. That's why everybody goes out to see the new movies like Madam Web. Sorry, I had to get a little two truths and a lie in there at the end. It was only fair. Is a Giro game a Marvel Rivals a Gooner game? That's literally the entire stereotype. But that's the thing, I don't see people calling Marvel Rivals nearly as much of a Gooner game as they did Zenless. I'm fine with us claiming that both are Gooner games. I just want a little bit of it consistently. How do you multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch? Yeah, I got you. Hold on. After I clear this room, I'll send a link to the plugin I use, because a lot of people use a plugin like or they use like a service like Restream. What I use is a plugin. Yes, here it is. This is the plugin that I use. Click that link and trust me on this. No, it's if you want to look it up on your own and don't trust links online. First of all, good net stuff of you. Good job. Way to keep your wits about you or whatever. But it is a plugin by a guy named Sora Yuki, and it's an open source plugin that's just made for you to have multiple outputs and sources that you can go to, which is really nice because there's also not going to be any kind of watermarks or anything on it because he developed it open source and has released it for free in the true spirit of doing open source development, such as something for OBS. Restream. Anyways, sorry, I'm not a big Restream. Is way more of a gooner because they aren't trying to make them appear super bad and appeal to some fighters during their trailer voice line. Sue is just built like that. Yeah, but if you're selling a $20 skin where the whole point is they're way more sexualized in it, that to me is very gooner core. Like, I think we can agree on that. Because the Malice skin, yeah, it is a skin from her comic, sure. I'm sure you could find a tattered outfit of all of the men, but they don't have one where their cock is half out. Unfairly, mind you. If it was up to me. See, I didn't want to use Restream, so this helped a lot. I don't like Restream. I feel like they're, you know. Whenever I see one who advertises as hard as Restream does, I get a little bit like, why do you have to advertise to try to be the best one? Why'd you skip Birthright? Was that what? I thought it was Death's List. No, that shit was Death's List. You're lying to me. That was Death's List, 100%. Not super tech savvy in general, so I've had to do so much learning to get into the VTubing space. No, I mean, it's pretty, well, I guess I don't really, there was one left. Check the VOD right now, it was Birthright. That shit was not Birthright. That shit was not, it's not Kingdom Hearts Birth by Right or whatever. Clip that, hold on. Oh, fuck, clip copy to keep, it's fine, it's fine. Let me go back in my VOD on YouTube. I really thought they were all dead though. That one honestly was just like a really sad throw. All right. So we walk in. Hold on. Let me look up Death's List. Because in my mind, that's Death's List. Fuck! Wrong piece of paper with red writing on it. Okay. Well, that was the reason I skipped it. Because I just thought that shit was 100. It's fine. We would have just thrown away the extra life anyways right there and kept playing a run that was really good. So, like, who even cares about that? Anyways, what I was going to say is, so, you know, well, now I know. Now I know the difference since you died. I know where this is going. I do know, actually. 100% I know. And we have 2 hours left. It's not, you gotta understand. It'll happen tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm playing Bazaar. Discord. So I do have a Discord for my community. Let's ask one of the #1 posters in it, Eldon, how often I respond. Hey, Eldon. How much do I respond in the Discord to messages that are sent? Go on, you can tell the nice people at home. It's like he has responded 3 times. See? I'm awesome. I'm so good at responding to people. And by the way, that is not like a, oh, he hates his community thing. I have a friend who constantly messaged me on Discord. And the other week he sent me something that said, I know you're not going to respond to this, but check this out. And his ass is correct. I did not respond, but I did read it. I don't know what it is. I'm so bad at responding to people, but I do read messages. I just never think to actually click respond. So I scrolled back and I have not messaged him back to anything he has sent me in almost 3 months. And he emailed, or not emailed, sorry, sent me a message on Discord probably like 3 or 4 times a week. And every time I see it, and then if I hop in and he's in voice call, I'm like, oh, I saw that. Because I mean, it is annoying if I knew you'd play it tomorrow. That's fair. That's fair. I should. So I actually have asked the channel artist to help me make a schedule that I can post on YouTube and Twitter and Blue Sky. Okay, let's not lie to ourselves. I'm not fucking installing Blue Sky. sorry. Maybe one day, but like Blue Sky to me still feels like a psyop, because everybody anytime make a goddamn Discord post too. Yeah, no, I'll send it in Discord too. I'll send it to the updates channel on Discord. Here, I'll grab you the Discord link, because it does at least send a Salted Slices has gone live to there. So that's the closest I've got to a schedule right now. Open Discord channels at me, because this is your chance. Send as many dick pics as you can. It's now or never. All right. Let me get a invite link. Copy this link. I think that I've even got a command on my Twitch, which is !Discord, but I don't know if I actually set it up to work as like the permanent link. So you might just click that one link on the Discord one and it does nothing at this point. If that is the case, that's hilarious. I'll definitely sub to your channel. Oh shit, we've got another one, boys. It's happened. I've conned another. He doesn't even know. He's gonna go to the shorts tab and be like, he said what about Shaquille O'Neal? I don't think I have a single one about Shaquille O'Neal. I do think I could take him. Probably not in a fight, but I do think I could. I don't know. I'd leave a changed man, but I could take him. I don't think I'd see the world the same way. It's like, it's a true out-of-body experience, but I could definitely take him. I think that he said what about LeBron's penis size? I'm just saying he's the GOAT for a reason. Amen to that. All right, we got the moon. Let's go check for a curse room really quickly. We might as well. Doing your due diligence is how you win runs. Oh yeah, if that's how you win runs, how come you never do? Sorry, I'm trying to practice my Stantler and Waldorf stand-up routine. They are the best part of the Muppets. Honestly, my two goats. I love them so much. And I know he's Muppet posting. That's how you know I'm too far gone. Look, I think Stantler and Waldorf were essential to forming myself as I am. Trying to get myself comfortable on the mic. And I'm edgy on stream. And people down. It's definitely, you have to get comfortable talking with yourself before you get comfortable talking with chat. And that's what I have been practicing for the past years, getting more comfortable. Okay, I'm kind of lying. I think I've always been decent about talking with myself. If there's one thing that Salted Slices has always been good at, it's playing with himself. So I think it was just kind of like an extension of that. Yeah, that's right. It was a complex masturbation joke. I say complex. I said I was playing with myself. Okay, I guess it's... You don't need a PhD, a painfully huge dick, that is, in order to get that one, but come on. It was something. We're kind of cooking. Hold on. Dodging, weaving, fucking not doing either of those things. Saying them out loud and proceeding to not put them into an actionable plan for myself. Saying it aloud and not following through. Congratulations, it's a New Year's resolution. Painfully. All right, yeah, it's painfully huge, man. Look, I couldn't think of it. I guess you could have said pretty. I guess you could have said pretty huge dick. All right, I was thinking of an acronym on the spot. I had to think of something that could describe how large something is that starts with P, and I couldn't go Pygantic. That doesn't make any sense. Plus, I haven't played Gigantic on my channel in ages. That's right, he's bringing back Gigantic posting. Can I be honest? I fucking loved that game. I don't think a day goes by where I don't think about how it could have been so good if only for people giving it more of a chance. God, it was so fun. I miss it so much. But yeah, no, I mean, honestly, just keep at it. You get more comfortable the more you stream. And like I said, the more you learn to talk with yourself, the more it just feels natural. And then chat is... I've used this bit all the time, and people are probably tired of me talking about stand-up. What happens with chat is it turns into a stand-up comedy routine where you're doing crowd work. But we're doing another run. That one didn't count. Where you're just doing crowd work, so you don't even have to try anymore. Because the crowd just tells you all the information you need to do, and then you just look at them, point and laugh, and then everybody else gets to point and laugh with you. That's the real dream goal is chat says something outlandish, you point at the outlandish thing, and then people laugh together. That's why half of the clips you see from big streamers on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on all of that, is them reading a chat message and them reacting and responding to it. It's because they didn't have to do anything. Crowd work, except the crowd gives you the most enormous layup ever for a banger. I know, dude. When I see somebody whose response is all they have to do is like at the camera, I'm like, you laid him up too well, because now he gets all the credit for your joke, and what have you done? You're a footnote in the annals of history when you could have been a, well, anyways. Yeah. Oh, we have to. I mean, we have to. We just have to. Like, when you see crooked penny, I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. I see a crooked penny, I pick up a crooked penny, and I think of nothing else of it. You take crooked, it's a 50-50. It's time. Isaac 50-50. Oh, baby. Oh, this is what I'm built. It's like I was made for this. This is Hulk looking at the Infinity Gauntlet. It's like I was made for this. Holy shit. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I got Endgame references. Everybody loves them because right now Marvel's on the uptick again, but not in their MCU, just mainly in the fact that Marvel Rivals is so popular that a lot of people are looking back on Marvel with fond memories, and yet still nobody's gone out of their way to go watch Madam Web. I'm kidding. Will's a clown on something that's not Madam Web. Eternals. Or I think they also made a Miss Marvel one, right? Well, no, sorry. Okay, so there's Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel, right? Aren't those two different characters? Like, Miss Marvel is the one who also has kind of like stretchy powers, Mr. Fantastic style, but she might have only been in that one Marvel video game that nobody played. And then there's Captain Marvel, who's just like Superman, but for Marvel, except also like a little bit more boring. I think burgers work well with fries. I don't know where I'm supposed to lay up off of this one. I will say, I'm not a big burger head, right? I'm not. I mean, granted, don't you hate red meat? Yeah. So I guess you could understand why I'm not a big burger head. I think that the biggest pet peeve I have is a menu that's like 2/3 burgers. Because for simply what reason are we doing all this? You know what I mean? I look at it and I'm like, you're telling me you guys couldn't come up with like one other way to serve chicken, but you have 97 different pre-made burgers and 14 of them are the exact same, aside from the fact that this one has one different ingredient on it. It's actually a chicken burger. It's just people overcomplicating things. Yeah, I mean, I'll accept there is an exception to this, which is if you're like a broke college student. If you're a broke college student creating a chicken sandwich, it can be a chicken sandwich if you're putting that shit on like Wonder Bread. That is a chicken sandwich. If you've just got a slab of chicken on Wonder Bread, that's a chicken sandwich. But I agree that like chicken burger makes more sense. But you want to know why that'll never catch on in the US? It's a very simple reason, and it's not just like our culture war has already established that it has to be called a chicken sandwich over a chicken burger. No, it's because the war on like impossible beef and impossible burgers and all of that kind of stuff has made people, if you call anything other than just a normal burger a burger, they go, that's some fucking fake shit. So you might be saying, by the way, why did we duplicate these? I have goals beyond your understanding. I wouldn't expect you to get it. We're gonna re-pick them all up just for the love of the game. And then we're gonna pop this bad boy again. I don't remember if I popped it the first time. We're supposed to though, so we can get a free Devil Deal item after our boss fight, because we just gotta pick it up for free. So I'm a peak burger head protein fiend. I don't think there's anything wrong with liking burgers. I just think that your menu sucks ass if your menu is nothing but different styles of burgers for 2 pages. You pride yourself on having a diverse option of food, and all you have is actually one thing, but it's wearing a slightly different shade of beige each time. Like, it pisses me off when they go, hey, we have a cheeseburger and a double cheeseburger as 2 different ones, and you're like, oh, what's the double one? And it's one of 2 things. It's either we put an extra little patty on there. Why can't you just say extra patty, make anything a double for like the upcharge? Hot take, fish and chips slap. I don't think it is a hot take to say 2 fried foods together go well, especially not to an American. I will say fish and chips, they're not very popular here, but I think it's because when people hear chips here, they're not thinking of French fries or freedom fries. That's why Five Guys is the best. They don't sugarcoat it. Just have them make it the way you want. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, if you just have a customize your own burger menu and then you have all of your different ones, the only ones I could see being extra specialty are like sometimes they go insane with their burgers and go the slamming special, and it's like, oh, what's on the slamming special? They go, we got 17 pounds of crab meat that we just fucking ham-fisted onto this thing. Then I go, okay, you know what, honestly, it makes a lot of sense for you to have different options for this one. Because nobody is gonna feel sane after saying, excuse me, could I have this one that's got, could you just add on enough crab meat to kill a small child, please? Thank you. Yeah, no, I'll just take that as my light little burger. I understand some specialty ones, but half of the ones don't deserve to be named anything different. I really don't care about you. That's fine. Sorry, that was not the right thing. It's an insanely cruel thing to say off the cuff. But you know, I like fish and chips. I'm just not the hugest seafood guy. I've got to really get over my issue with the kind of like the seafood flavoring that permeates throughout all seafood. You know what I mean? It's all got this certain fishy flavor to it. And I know it's like fucking obviously it's fish. Yeah, I'm just saying I got to grow more accustomed to it because it's the only thing that holds me back is sometimes I get that aftertaste in my mouth and I'm like, I don't know if I should have got this, but like, overall, I still really like it. We probably could have gone to the item shop and tried to get something for free with Crooked Penny. I'm not really playing with my Crooked Penny like I'd like to. Who else up playing with Day Penny or just me? Me locking in Penny Parker and Marvel Rivals. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I understand. Comedy Gold. Well, I mean, if you're going to give me the award for it, I suppose someone has to. I'll fall on my sword. I'll take this burden on. All right. I'm feeling this run is going to be on the weak side, but I honestly think I thrive in weak runs. And I know that I haven't won a single run today. Don't point that out. You'll make me cry. No, but I think that when I have a weak run, it forces me to pay more attention to what's actually happening in the run. When I have a strong run, I just assume somehow everything will die passively by me existing, so I don't bother looking at what I need to dodge or playing well. Now, taking Bluppy is kind of an absurd choice, seeing as he can turn on me at any moment, and I've got no damage to stop him from completely rearranging my insides in a way that I only wish, I don't know, you will go back to LeBron James. That's a good callback. In a way that I wish LeBron James would. There we go. We got there. Double everything. Why? Well, because like the TikToker walked up to me and said, do we want this or should I double it and give it to the next person? I don't know. It's kind of feeling like the double one. I guess we'll just get rid of a key. We don't need all those. Sure. I like shellfish and shrimp. So literally just crab, lobster, and shrimp. Anything else is a texture thing for me. Like I hate the texture of fish. It's just like flaky. Well, some of them. Some of them are also like very slimy or rich or fatty. I mean, I guess it depends on the cut, depends on, but still, when I was in downtown in Lolita, I tried deep fried catfish. It tasted good, but the texture made me want to vomit. I'm not a catfish guy. Catfish is pretty oily, if I remember right. I might be thinking of the wrong fish, but that one's one I haven't got accustomed to yet because I'm like, let's get used to the normal ones before I start going crazy. Like, I'm not huge on tuna at all. I need to get more used to it because it's such a source of everything, apparently. We need to go deeper, huh? I disagree. I don't think we need to, honestly. What we got up here? So the reason I'm not picking it up yet is I was going to take it out to in here just so that we can get a free crawl space that maybe I'd want to duplicate something in the crawl space if I can find a good tile to drop it on. I think you should count. You do count. All right, all right, all right. Halo? Halo's good enough for us to duplicate, I would say. Or at least to try and duplicate. Oh, well, we need to make sure we keep a charge. We'll keep a charge because we have a charged key right there, so it doesn't matter. We'll hold on to the charged key over there just on the off chance we're hedging. Oh, baby, that's beautiful. Now that's the kind of shit that you love to see. Pick up both of these. Whew. Not bad at all. 2 halos, fucking 2 more and we could get Halo Reach. Actually, because I think Reach was the 4th game. I'm not 100% sure. Reach is my favorite Halo game. It was the one that I have the best memories with. What are we going to do with the scooper? Nothing. What item shows up and makes you think, okay, we're cooking? Any item that doesn't require me to play the game. Any item that requires me to stay as far away from Isaac as possible. Any item that just lets Isaac control himself, because clearly I do not have his best interest at heart, man. Very, very clearly. I have none of his best interest at heart. Well, one that I never see is Hemolacria. When that one shows up, I'm pegged out of my mind. Sorry, pogged out of my mind. If I was pegged out of your mind, I would be with your mother. The joke there is, of course, that she pegs me. But don't worry, I asked for it. Unfortunately, this is where I'm going to end for today, because I don't know if I was very clear earlier. I had to code an entire plugin, essentially, earlier today. I'm so exhausted, man. I've been running off of fumes since I clicked to go live, so I was a little bit lower energy than usual. That's on me. I'm sorry. I try to really keep it ADHD friendly by jingling keys in front of everybody every second I can. Well, also that, and I realized I didn't finish eating my dinner, and I was wondering why I felt starving. And I think I might have figured out the answer. I didn't eat yet. You should have just made AI do it. Nobody tell him I used AI to code some of the more annoying parts. It's ethical. It's only good at coding. It's all it can do. It's made of code. No, I guess I didn't use AI, but sometimes when I fucking can't debug my code, since PHP doesn't have a good native compiler at all, I'll just send it to AI and be like, what the fuck is wrong with it? And they go, well, actually, if you look on line 42 of your code, you'll notice that this semicolon is actually just a normal colon. And I'm like, I'm gonna crash out. Actually, you don't really use semicolons, but you understand the idea of it is so often in PHP, one character is missing and it does not tell you anywhere where it is. So sometimes I do just send it to it. I'm like, please, Grok, my Twitter savior. But yeah, no, I am gonna go to bed for tonight. Well, at least go, gear up and get ready for bed. But thank you guys so much for coming out. I had a great stream. It was nice to play Isaac for the first time in a while again, man. It was good. It was good. Tomorrow's going to be Bazaar. We're going to be more Bazaar posting. We're pegged up for Bazaar. I can't wait to play some Bazaar tomorrow. But, I'm going to go eat my dinner now. So thank you guys so much for coming out, and good night. Hey, this time I stopped streaming on Twitch early. I've recently been doing it opposite, where YouTube, I've been ending you guys early. But this time, nah, too special for that. Hold on. Is it still? Okay, good. It's still running. Good. Okay. But yeah, no, thank you guys so much for coming out again. And I will see you